Hey friends, my name is Jackson and welcome back to my channel, Gender Not Found. And today I'm going to be doing best of Reddit updates. I know I've been doing a lot of Reddit videos lately. It's because it's hard for me to focus, first of all. And these videos are just super easy to do. Like, they don't require any thinking. I just read from the predetermined script that's on my phone. So everything's just a little crazy. Everything's just pretty crazy lately, and I'm having a hard time like talking or thinking or doing anything. I'm trying not to deal with the landlord, so we could go through the landlord and tenant board, but I'm not gonna do. Hang on. um. So like basically, it's um the whole situation. Sorry, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. You see what I mean by. Anyway, I was going to go with um I was going to go to through the landlord and tenant board to get him to fix the roof, like to force him to fix the roof, but we have a solution that's working here for us. I have a container and I also have some towels and paper towels around the area where the leak is, but I think the container is catching pretty much all of it. And I have one of Cream's blankets stuffed in the container as well. She doesn't mind me using it, and I'm gonna put it through the wash before I give it back to her because it's gotten pretty dirty just because of the dripping water and the dirtiness. So, but anyway, um, there's like a lot going on, and but oh my God, even just reading here, I was looking up about the landlord and tenant board, and it says you usually get the decision about 60 days after your hearing, but sometimes it might take even longer. So first. My mom was showing me, oh, there's just some forms you have to fill out. And I was like, okay, great. I fill out my forms, and then within a couple of days, they'll get the landlord to fix it. But I guess that's not exactly how it works. You have to fill out the forms, you have to set up a hearing, you have to get your hearing, and then you have to wait another 2 months after that, at which time I'm going to be out of the house. Like, by the time I fill out the forms and get my hearing and everything goes over, and by the time I get the decision, my landlord is going to be fixing the roof in my apartment anyway, so it doesn't even matter. So, even if I do all that and go through the landlord and tenant board, so you know what? It's kind of a good thing that we're just not going to sorry, hang on. But regardless, whether or not I have to move back in, which hopefully I don't, but whether or not I have to move back in here, it's going to be whether or not I have to move back in here, it's going to be um anyway, going through the landlord tenant board takes a while, and by the time I get my like decision made after my hearing and everything, I had no idea this was like a whole court situation because that's gonna take a while. And I decided to hold off on legal stuff until like I can move out, and I'm gonna have to take a few videos down. I've spoken about the issues with my landlord in quite a few videos, and I'm gonna have to take some posts down too. I'm gonna comb through all of that like during the summer and worry about that later, and then but I am going to download the videos and just re-upload them after this is all over. But for now, it's just gotten so stressful that I just want to like chill until the summer. I will work all this out once I get my living situation sorted, but I'm not concerned about it right now and I'm not going to worry about it. I absolutely plan to take him to court and talk to him, and I still have like all the messages where he's refusing to fix my roof. I'm saving all the communications with him and with my mom, even though I don't communicate with him anymore, but I'm just trying to keep him out of the house as much as possible. I want to see him as little as possible. That's my plan. I'm just going to keep my head down and not say or do anything, and then I'm going to move out. And then I'm going to move out during the summer, and I'm going to get my situation sorted. And I'm gonna see if I can move back in or if I'm not gonna move back in because hopefully, I'm hoping if I have to live with my mom in the summer, I'm hoping that I cannot move back in, whether I get a place or whether I don't get a place and my mom just lets me stay for a while longer because I really don't want to have to move back in here. I hate it here, and putting all my stuff back is going to be a whole thing in and of itself that I just don't want to deal with. And it's a whole situation. It's just honestly so frustrating, but I'm not gonna do anything. And I'm honestly kind of worried at this point that um, if I do, like, force the landlord to fix the roof, that he'll retaliate in some way. And my mom, and I keep telling my mom I'm really worried the landlord's gonna do something, and she keeps saying he can't because, yeah, that's totally gonna stop him from not doing anything. Yeah, because he can't. So that's gonna stop him. And, it's not like I exactly have any evidence. I can't get cameras set up on my house to prove it was him. So even if someone comes into my house and, I don't know, messes with my stuff or something, we have no proof that it's him. It could be anyone. We don't know. But honestly, it's really obnoxious. And my mom is like, oh, well, he can't. And oh my God, how much simpler would the world be if everyone just followed the rules and only did the things that they could do or were allowed to do by law. Like, it's so stupid because if you think about it, people like break the law all the time, like torrenting shows and movies and whatever. And, they don't really get in trouble for that. But then with the bigger laws like killing people, they're like, "Oh, we don't want to do that. We're not bad people." I don't know. It's a really weird situation. Anyway, it's just all really stupid, but the point is, I'm just trying to chill right now and not worry about it for a while. I have way too much to worry about already, and I can still take him to court later. It's only gonna be a few more months, and I feel like subsidized housing is gonna come through. I'm feeling a lot more positive today. Anyway, I'm gonna I'm gonna start reading the best of Reddit updates. Anyway, I did send the screenshot to my mom because apparently it can take a while. So yeah, I don't know how long it takes to like actually get a hearing, but it doesn't matter because I'm moving out in like 10 weeks. So it's literally going to take 2 months just to get my decision after the hearing. Hang on. So yeah, it takes forever. I'm not even sure, and that's even on top of the time it takes to get a hearing, which I'm not sure how long that would be. Like when you like yeah, it can take 60 days to get your decision after the hearing, but like how long does it take to get a hearing? I don't know. 1 month, 2 months, 6 months. Anyway, um so I'm just gonna go into my save posts, and they're all best of weather updates this time. Y'all can just like y'all can just like um. But anyway, I don't know. Okay, so this is all best of weather updates, and I you guys can still let me know like what you prefer. If you prefer me reading from like a bunch of subreddits or me just reading from like one subreddit. Because most of my videos are just me reading from one subreddit, but then I just made a video where I was reading from a bunch of subreddits, and I'm pretty sure I also made a video previously where I was going through a bunch of subreddits as well. So anyway, also, I have a picture of my snake I shared in the community posts. I wanted to show you guys, and I already shared it around on all of my Facebook groups and Discords, and pretty much anything that would let me pretty much anything that would let me show him, I would show him. Like anywhere where I could possibly, where I was possibly able to show him, where it was allowed, I did. I think that's actually how I got suspended. I'm not allowed to post in groups for 24 hours, and I think it was because I accidentally made a I accidentally made a post where I wasn't supposed to. It doesn't tell me what um it doesn't tell me like what goes. It doesn't tell me. I'm just trying to get my thoughts together. It doesn't tell me what I did wrong, though. It doesn't tell me which post I made that was the wrong one, that was inappropriate, but I didn't show anything inappropriate on anywhere. I just shared my cute snake, and I don't understand why, and it's not showing me, so I don't even understand. They really need to make that a thing on Facebook. Can you show me can you show me which post or comment got me in trouble? Like, can you show me exactly what I did wrong so I don't do it again? Oh my god. So this just popped up on my homepage. It's from r/trans. I got sold out by my own brother. I don't know which one though. And then there's a message from the dad. Joel, we've heard that you are considering becoming or acting transgender. This is very upsetting because it is very wrong. There is no room for that lifestyle as a Christian or around us or the family. We will not subject ourselves or the rest of the family to that. We love you, but we can't abide with the decision to change or act like a different gender. Begging you not to do so. Love, Dad and Mom, praying for you. Well, I understand why. Well, I understand why he didn't want to tell it. I mean, I guess it's she that she didn't. I understand why she didn't want to tell anyone. I understand why she didn't tell her parents. And then someone replies to that, thank you for deciding to make my life so much brighter and lighter. I will surround myself with people who love and accept me instead. And I think they mean that as like a response. Oh man. So she says, I got this text this morning. It was like the worst possible time because I'm gonna be alone in a hotel room for a few days, so I got no one to comfort me. Aw. I'll start the video in a minute, so I'm just like, I mean, I'll start reading the stories in a minute. I just wanted to read that first because it just happened to be on my homepage. Uh, aw, cute. Alright, seriously, I'm gonna go to my saved stuff now, and we're gonna start reading stories. Aw. Oh, man. Hmm. Yeah, so I am getting all of these like comments on my snake pictures that I now can't respond to because I can't post in groups for 24 hours because of something I did that they won't even tell me what I did, so I don't know what it is, so I'm probably gonna do it again. What is this? It's it's about Breaking Bad. What? Okay, this is from Best of Retro Updates, but the title is Breaking Bad Methaneil. So basically, like the name Nathaniel, but with meth instead. Methaneil. Methaneil. Okay, ongoing. I am not the OOP. OOP is another person. Originally posted to r/aquariums, r/Edmonton, r/unethical life pro tips, r/am I the asshole, r/confession, r/relationship advice, r/horses, r/today I fucked up, r/career guidance, r/marathon training, r/French Foreign Legion, r/meth horse guy, r/deciding to be better, r/breakups, r/Seattle. Thanks to these people for suggesting this best of retro updates. Special thanks to the mods at r/French Foreign Legion for covering the post. Editor's note, r/meth horse guy is dedicated to this individual. Trigger warnings, drug use, theft, harassment, body shaming, age gap relationship, animal abuse. My Harlequin Rasboas hide every time I walk in the room now. Why? They didn't for the first few months, and now it's like they aren't even in my tank. Hang on, I have to go back. Oh, okay. So what I just read is the title of the post, and the post has since been deleted, so I'm not sure. Okay, well, and then there is a picture of the tank. It's an MGO post. Hopefully I'll remember to put this at the end of the video. By the way, I'm just gonna say, so in my, tier list video about what pets I wanted and what pets I didn't want, I said I absolutely don't want fish because water changes seem extremely complicated. But I was at a fish store recently, um, the Big Al's fish store, and I love it there, I'm just gonna say. But there were all these fish, and they told me that you can actually use a vacuum. Like, there's something called a water vacuum to vacuum up all the water with. So now I'm obsessed with getting fish, and I want fish, and I want to put a tank once I get an apartment. There's like a lot of animals I want. I'm not sure if fish are super high on my priority list. I'm not sure exactly where they are in my priority list because I've only wanted them for a couple of months. But I am obsessed with fish, and there was this adorable cowfish at the pet store. He found a home. He was sweet, and when I was posting about it, Nathan was like, "Oh, did he find a home with you?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I wish." First of all, I don't have any room in my apartment for a fish tank, and especially not the one that guy's gonna go into. He requires a 250 gallon. Second of all, space is only one part of the issue because cowfish are very, very advanced fish, so I would need to be keeping fish for quite a while before I would feel comfortable owning one, if I would ever feel comfortable owning one. Plus, I would need room for a 250-gallon tank, which again is a ginormous tank, which I don't even know if I'm going to have room for it once I move into subsidized housing. And also, depending on what other fish and other pets I want to keep. Anyway, sorry, I'm going to go back to the post now. Putting this here as the same tank is spoken about 3 years later. Okay, so this is from the same poster. And then he says, I will try to make this as quick as possible. Oh, the title of the post is Am I the Asshole for Eating an Entire Chocolate Cake to Help My Niece Lose Weight? Okay, November 22nd, 2023. I have no idea how eating cake helps your niece lose weight. By the way, I have a giant cookie cake that I got from the grocery store. Rigby's birthday was on Friday, but he is over in Caledon with his sister and brother right now. And their nephew and a few of his siblings, and he's coming home tonight, and we're gonna celebrate his birthday tomorrow. So I was going to get muffins for us, and like we can sit and have a muffin or two together. But then I saw these really big, like 12-inch chocolate chip cookie cakes, and it had a little bit of icing. It had like green frosting because it was decorated for St. Patrick's Day. So now I have a huge cookie cake. Me and my mom already ate a little bit of it, but Rigby won't care. I know he won't. But anyway, he thinks he's gonna have a muffin, but when he comes home, I'm gonna surprise him with this big ass cookie cake. So I'm really looking forward to it. Anyway, the post. Back to the post. I will try to make this as quick as possible. Me and my girlfriend had her sister and niece over for her niece's birthday. It was a great time, and since it was a birthday, we got my niece birthday cake. Here's where the dilemma comes in. My niece is quite a chunky toddler, so I didn't think chocolate cake was the best idea. I suggested fruit cake, but we got chocolate cake anyhow. Wait, she's a toddler. You didn't say how old she is, but she's a toddler, so I'm assuming she's probably between the ages of about 2 and 4. My daughter is 4, and she's a toddler. So, I think, yeah, I think once you reach 5, you're no longer a toddler, you're then a child. So, she couldn't be any older than about 4, so maybe it's her 4th birthday, or maybe it's her 3rd birthday, or it could be her 2nd birthday. I don't know, but you shouldn't really restrict a child's eating stuff. And, and it's her birthday. What the heck, bro? Okay, so I'm gonna say yes, you're the asshole. Let's read the rest of this post that might help even things out a bit, but I doubt it. So, she loved the cake on her birthday, but they forgot to take it with them, so they ended up leaving it at our place. My girlfriend told me to only have one piece and to leave the rest for her sister. Since I don't want her niece to be so chunky, I thought we were doing her a disfavor by giving the cake back. After 2 days, my girlfriend was going to drop off the cake after she got home from work, but I decided I had a better idea that would help everyone. I ate the entire cake before my girlfriend could get home so that our niece wouldn't be able to have any more of it and gain weight. Okay, so he's making decisions. He's making parenting decisions, first of all, and he's eating cake that was for the niece on her birthday of let's just say 3-year-old. He's eating a 3-year-old's birthday cake of her birthday, of her choice that she wanted, and he's making parenting decisions without the parents that he's not supposed to be making and eating a 3-year-old's birthday cake. If someone ate my 4-year-old daughter's birthday cake, I would never talk to them again. Oh my god. Maybe that sounds fucking petty, but you know what? I'm kind of a petty bitch. Does that sound like a dick move? Yes. Was it done unselfishly and for the good of my niece? No. But he says yes, so I didn't want to eat that entire cake because I am overweight myself, but I unselfishly ate it all so my niece could lose weight. My girlfriend got really, really pissed at me and told me I'm a selfish pig. You are. Which is funny because I was actually being the exact opposite. I also got zero sympathy when I was basically sick the rest of the night with a huge stomachache. She said I deserved it. You do deserve it. What the fuck is wrong with you? So, I've been trying to make, I've been trying to make healthier eating choices. I mentioned that before, but I've been trying to make healthier eating choices a lot this year. Like, I have apples and yogurt for snacks, and I'm trying to use chocolate less. And one of the biggest ways that I'm doing that, one of the decisions that I've only come to in the past couple weeks, is I get my mom to bring me treats when I see her on Saturday. Then I eat what I want on Saturday. And unless it's a Reese bar or something from the bakery, or something that needs to be consumed in the next couple days, I'll send it home with my mom. Like, whatever I don't eat, I'll send it with my mom. And then I'll send it home with my mom so that I'm only eating chocolate on Saturday. So I'll eat my fill on Saturday, then I'll give it back to my mom, and usually it's not that much. Like, I eat a lot more chocolate over the entire week than I do on Saturdays. But usually I just have 4 or 5 things that I eat all week. So I have chocolate about every day, or maybe like 5 or 6 days out of the week. But regardless, it is still I should not be doing that. So I started only eating on Saturdays, and I gave my mom back all the candy that I didn't eat, except my Reese bar, which I kept here because, for obvious reasons, it needs to be eaten in the next couple of days. I have a very specific, particular thing about my Reese bars, and they're all very specific in the consistency, and they need to be, soft, and I don't like the peanut butter to get too hard, so there's a whole thing around that I could get into, but I'm not gonna. Anyway, am I being the asshole, or is my girlfriend being a complete asshole by supporting her niece getting fat? Before you answer, please try to actually think of the big picture here. I am not fat phobic and I'm not selfish. I did this out of the good of my heart. Jesus effing Christ. Edit. So I see some comments are saying that the birthday cake wasn't just for my girlfriend's niece, but it was also for her parents. Her mother is also quite overweight, so I actually helped 2 people by eating the cake, not just one. Keep in mind the big picture before you comment. Verdict. The post was removed before the verdict was given. Sorry. So someone says you're the asshole, and then OOP replies, how are you going to say this and not even give a reasoning why? And then the other person responds, plenty of other people already have. She's a toddler. And then OOP says, so it's okay to be really fat if you're a toddler? You're going down a dangerous road. She's 3. What the fuck are you talking about? And this is how you breed bad eating habits in kids, by the way. By restricting their eating or forcing them to eat more. And then someone responds, how did you eat an entire chocolate cake? Maybe it was good for your niece, but that was definitely not good for you. NLOP says, "Thank you! Finally someone sees how unselfish I was in this scenario. I didn't even enjoy eating the whole cake. I enjoyed the first piece or two, but after that it was way too much chocolate. I did this for my niece, and yes, it was a sacrifice." Jesus. Also, where the fuck is the tank? It said it was putting this here as the same tank is spoken about 3 years later, but where was the tank? Hang on. Chocolate cake. They ended up leaving it in our place. Don't want to give the tank back. Didn't want to give the cake back. You were sick with the stomach ache. Before you try to answer, think of the bigger picture here. Blah, blah, blah. Uh... Okay, I don't know where the fuck the tank is mentioned, but let's continue because there's more. Did a very regrettable trick on a pregnant woman back when I was an addict. November 26th, 2023. Okay, so before I start the story, let me just say I used to be addicted to heroin, meth, and Xanax. Now, the only thing I'll do is drink, smoke weed, and occasionally do coke on weekends or when my favorite football team is playing. But I do have my life together and have enough of a salary to live happily. Okay, on to the story at hand. I was addicted to heroin at the time and quite broke, and starting to feel withdrawals come. When heroin withdrawals start happening, you will literally do anything to get your hands on something that will make them stop. Having no job at the time, nor any friends to steal off of at the time, my hands were pretty tied on how I could get some, and I refused to do fentanyl. Here is where I got creative. I go into a Denny's and steal a salt shaker off of one of the tables. I split the salt into bags resembling 8 balls and twist them up. Since I wasn't a dealer, I didn't have anybody to rip off, but I did know a pregnant junkie, and she had trouble acquiring drugs consistently because apparently her regular dealers didn't like selling to her while she was so pregnant. Yeah. I I get into contact with her and tell her I have a few 8 balls of coke. Oh my god. We meet up and to my delight she tells me she wants to buy my entire supply so she won't run out anytime soon and because she has had so much trouble buying drugs lately. The part that I feel really guilty about is that she pawned off a stroller given to her by her family members in a baby shower to get enough money for this purchase. Since I was experiencing heavy withdrawals at this point and she was offering me hundreds of dollars, I grabbed the money and ran out of there as fast as I could. So before she realized it was salt in those bags. Oh my god. I, you know what? It was fucking salt. So I'm really glad that she got salt because that means she didn't get the drugs. So that's a good thing. She was offering me hundreds of dollars, blah, blah, blah. I feel absolutely awful about her pawning things meant for a baby to get the fake drugs I was selling, but this was a long time ago. Another confession is that half of me also feels good about this because I wasted her money on fake drugs, probably preventing her from getting real drugs that could harm her baby. This wasn't done unselfishly, but I went up a few $100s while also preventing a baby from harm. So there is a positive side to it, I suppose. Like I said, I think drugs are absolutely terrible for you and people should never try them in the first place. Junkies might be very nice people, but when you're addicted, you turn into a monster to get what you want. Okay, yeah. Not even once. You know those old commercials that said that all say not even once. Then, yeah, not even once. That's why I don't do it. I don't drink, I don't do drugs. I'm not gonna do them. I don't even do pot, even though that's technically legal now. It's not even technically. It is legal now. It's literally legal. My sister was actually doing pot before it was legal, but now that it's legal, she's really doing pot. But also, I just hate the smell of pot, so I would never actually do it. Okay, I'm gonna actually go back up because I'm pretty sure if I go to the Am I the Asshole post, the comments will still be there even if the actual post is deleted. But you know what? It can't hurt to check even if it's not. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. Okay, so let's read some of the comments because I'm very curious. You're the asshole. So these are all from the Am I the Asshole posts about the chocolate cake and the niece and all of that stuff. I still am not sure where the tank was mentioned, but it's not. Maybe it's mentioned in another post. I don't really know, but I just want to say this guy's a dick. You're the asshole. You are the asshole because you ate cake that was not yours. The cake belonged to your girlfriend's sister, and she specifically asked you to only have one piece. You are the asshole because you think the niece is not your problem to solve. This is an issue for the parents to deal with, if it's even an issue, if it's even an issue at all. What are you going to sneak over to their house and eat all of their food to protect your niece? You are the asshole because you are either deluding yourself or lying to all of us here. Your brain was looking for an excuse to eat the cake, and you came up with a stupid one. And then someone else says, this must be a joke. If it's not, yes, of course you are an asshole. And you know fruitcake can have almost as many calories as chocolate cake, right? Believe it or not, just having fruit in the name doesn't make something automatically healthy. I can attest to that because orange juice and apple juice and many fruit juices are actually not healthy. Like, because they have a ton of added sugar and like other shit. And then that's why I've been very fond of like making my own stuff. Like, I enjoy cooking my own food, but I want to get more into like baking if I want muffins or cookies or whatever. So I know exactly all the ingredients that, like, I know exactly what's in them, and then I'm not like adding extra stuff or whatever. I have no idea when I buy muffins from the grocery store or buy cookies from somewhere, like, what's in them. I don't know. They could have put some stuff in there. I mean, usually it's just a bunch of sugar and like bad stuff that's gonna be in there anyway if I'm baking it, but I never know exactly what's in it when I get it from the grocery store. You're the asshole, LMAO. Truly believe you're helping everyone, eh? Then just throw it away. But you're not. You're feeding your own unhealthy food relationship. By the way, eating a couple bad meals won't make you fat. It's a lifestyle thing. You're just being mean based on your own hypocritical value judgments. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, I've been trying to make healthier food choices and trying not to feed my own bad habits. And also, I was saying to my mom a few days ago, I'm trying not to lean on chocolate and turn it into a crutch because that's what I tend to go to when I'm stressed. I'm like, oh, well, this stressful thing happened today, so uh, now I now I have chocolate, so, now I want chocolate, and, so I eat chocolate, and then I feed my unhealthy food habits, and it's all just really bad. And, and my mom is trying to do that too. Like, we're both trying to help each other make better food choices, eating choices, whatever they are. Um, but I'm definitely trying to make a lot healthier choices and not just feed into my own eating habits. And it's definitely hard, but I don't want to use chocolate just for every little thing that stresses me out because then I'll be eating chocolate every single day, which I have been. And I keep saying, you know what? Oh, this week was really stressful, so I'm just going to binge for one more week and then I'll get on my diet tomorrow, which is also really unhealthy. So I'm trying to do less of that. It's going okay so far. I definitely made some changes. Maybe not as many as I wanted to make, but progress, when it's slow, is still progress. The mental gymnastics that had to occur so that OP could justify eating the whole cake are worthy of an Olympic gold medal. It's like watching an episode of the increasingly poor decisions of Todd Margaret, You're the Asshole. If this is true, it wasn't your cake in any way, and you decided to help yourself to the whole thing. Of course you're the asshole. No matter what lies you try to tell to justify your action, to excuse your actions. And then I'm pretty sure this is the OP says no lies were stated in this entire post or excuses, just reasonings. You're a dumbass. This has to be fake. You're fat and you're shaming a toddler that can grow and get fit. Chubby toddlers are norm. A fat adult that is capable of working out, eating right, and not hindered by medical condition is not the norm. Yeah, totally. Like, yeah. She's a freaking toddler, and it was her birthday. Those are the two important things here. Those are the two. I mean, there's other important things, but I feel like those are the two most important ones. She's like 2 or 3, and it's her freaking birthday. Kids are allowed to pig out on their birthday. It's the exact point of birthdays to just have fun and eat candy and do whatever the fuck you want for like 24 hours. And then you can worry about your diet tomorrow, but it's your freaking birthday. So there's like a lot going on in this post. Anyway, oh my god. A lot of, okay, anyway, And then, oh, I found the original comment thread from the person who replied in the comments that I read on the back in the original post. So this person says, "You're the asshole," and then the OP replies, "How are you going to say this and not even give a reasoning why? Plenty of other people already have. She's a toddler. So it's okay to be really fat if you're a toddler. You're going down a dangerous road. Not your kid. You have no say. Neither do you. I'm not the one who stole cake from a toddler, asked people if they were the asshole, and is now lashing out when they're told that they were in fact the asshole. There are comments agreeing with me too." And then someone else says, "You mean the comments that are not saying not the asshole, but are comments that show they think this is a troll post? Yeah, if you really want to delude yourself or don't have the skill of comprehensive reading, then sure you can fool yourself into thinking that you are on their side. They are on your side." And then someone else says, "I don't see any." And then the original person says, "I don't see any." And then Mystery Man, and then this guy, the OP, he gives some usernames of the people who are, and then anyway, someone says, "You're the asshole. Toddlers are supposed to be chunky, and you don't get to control anyone else's food intake but your own, you absolute asshole." And then someone else says, "This has to be fake. In the event that it's not, toddlers are chunky. It's okay. They hit a growth spurt and they grow out of it." I was probably chubby as a toddler too. I don't know, because I don't remember being that young. Because, you don't really remember being that young. Like, I don't think anyone remembers their first few years of life, but I'm sure I was chubby as a toddler too. And then someone else says, "You're the asshole for eating a toddler's chocolate cake." Also, the word is selfless, which you weren't, by the way. Okay. "You ate a toddler's birthday cake because you thought she was chunky. You're the asshole. It's a baby, a toddler. Babies have fat. I seriously can't believe this is real. This has to be a joke." And again, we don't know how old this kid is. But she's a freaking toddler. Okay. "You're the asshole. You ate a toddler's birthday cake because you decided they were too fat. Obviously, you are the asshole. You're the asshole. You know damn well you are it because you wanted it. You literally stole cake from a toddler. What the fuck is wrong with you? Hell, just by saying before you judge, you know you are the asshole. Trying to justify you over time habit and blame it on wanting to help a toddler not be fat like yourself. Priceless." Ugh. And then someone else says, "How did you eat an entire chocolate cake? Maybe it was not good for your niece, but that was definitely not good for you." And then the OP replies, "Thank you. Finally, someone sees how unselfish I was in this scenario. I didn't even enjoy eating the cake. I enjoyed the first piece or two, but after that, it was way too much chocolate. I did this for my niece, and yes, it was a sacrifice." And then someone responds, "I think this user is Donald Trump or something because this is exactly how he would try to get out of the consequences of eating an entire cake." My man, not only are you the asshole, you're also dumb as a brick, so I almost feel sorry for you. In what world would eating a child's cake do anyone any good? It's the daily diet that affects weight gain or loss, not the odd birthday cake. You're the asshole and a dumb one at that. She had birthday cake on her birthday. I wasn't about to let her eat an entire chocolate cake after her birthday. Anyway, she's 3 or 4 and won't notice. I had a 4-year-old lecture me on umami the other day. Don't underestimate them, and you best believe kids will remember cake. And lastly, you're not the child's parent, so you don't really get a say now, do you? Technically, I do have a say by eating the entire cake so she couldn't have any. Actions speak louder than words, my good friend. I feel like when he says, "my good friend," it's very condescending. You know what? Alright, alright, we're done with this. I'm gonna move on to see the rest of this, whole Redditors updates thing, because I just really want to get to the end so I can see the freaking comments, because I bet they're gonna be juicy. So there are some more stories, I think. Um, Curious about getting my girlfriend a house. No, wait. A horse? He wants a horse. Okay. I thought that said house. Curious about getting my girlfriend a horse and what it would entail, the responsibility and the costs. January 30th, 2024. Hello, everybody. I am a 33-year-old male and I am looking to get my girlfriend a horse for her birthday. I have some questions that I thought you guys might be able to answer, like how much would a cheap horse cost? How much space would it need at a minimum? For owners who own a single horse, what are the yearly costs generally? Any advice for a first time horse owner? All comments are welcome. Can I pay for a horse with a credit card until I get enough money? P.S. I would help take care I would help take care of my girlfriend's horse while she graduates from university, so for the next 3 to 4 years. But after she has more free time, I would like her to take care of it. It's going to be staying on my parents' ranch until she graduates, and then I'm hoping to buy our own property where the horse can live. I'm just a little worried about how much responsibility it is because my girlfriend is basically 19 and hasn't had this much responsibility before. Nothing is a sure thing, but I just want to see what the other horse owners think about it. She would be the happiest girl in the world. Okay, I'm gonna put down my phone for a second because I have a serious opinion about gifting people pets. Do not give people something they're not ready for. And you said after she's done with university, you want her to be able to take care of it. I am not sure how she feels about that. You didn't say if she asked you for a horse. You didn't say if she specifically wants a horse. How much research has she done? Does she know what actually goes into taking care of a horse? Because if she doesn't, she's going to be in for a big surprise. So, okay. Beyond that, do not give someone a pet that they didn't explicitly ask for. I'm gonna put it this way. I asked for my mom for Christmas. I asked her for $75 to put in my snake fund, which I did. And I have my savings account. It's almost at $300 right now. Um, and I am gonna add more in a couple weeks when I get paid. I'm actually getting extra money in April, so I'm gonna put about $200 in my savings account for the snake in April. Then in May, it's gonna be $50 ish, I think, about $50. And then in June, I'm gonna be getting the snake, and then in July, I'm putting another $200 because that's when I get that extra money again. So anyway, between then and now, and I am going to worry about that. But I am also asking my mom to give me $100 towards the snake, and the snake itself is. I think they said it's gonna be 120, and I already put down the $100 deposit, which I think is also gonna be put towards the snake once I get it. So I still owe about 100. So when I go to get him in about 10 to 11 weeks ish. I don't know exactly the exact date, but I'm going to be getting him as soon as possible in June. So me and my mom are going to talk about it in like the end of May, and we're going to figure out all the dates and stuff. And it's also going to depend on my living situation just cuz everything's really up in the air right now. But I did want to think about getting him sooner, but that's not going to happen for a couple of reasons, and one of the biggest reasons is there's just so many issues with my housing situation right now, and I'd like to get all that resolved or have some idea of where that's going before I get my snake. Anyway, do not give. Anyway, I'm gonna get her to give me $100, like directly towards the snake. I'm going to get her to give me the money, and then I'm going to give it directly to the snake people, and then they're gonna, I guess, ship me the snake because they're kind of far away, and we can't really drive that far. And we could drive to the reptile store where we were originally gonna go to get my snake, but I did find a breeder which I thought was better, and, also the breeder was cheaper than the actual reptile store because they said it would be, I think, 140 to 160 depending on the kind I wanted. So it's definitely cheaper to buy from the breeder that I got. Also, I just think it's a better idea to buy at a breeder than a reptile store, regardless of the quality of the reptile store. And I just want to say, this reptile store, the quality is great. All the reptiles seem super well taken care of, and they're all friendly. It's all like really great and put together. That's not. That's me wanting to get a snake from the breeder has nothing to do with me saying anything against them. But I've also done months of research, and I'm continuing to do research and improve my care, and I'm gonna get the tank set up in the next couple weeks because someone recommended to get the tank set up a few weeks before you get the snake, so you can like set up the situation, get the temperature and all that correct, and make any changes to his habitat that you need to make before you get him. So I'm gonna do that. That's my plan. I I have the money. It's in my savings account. I just need to like take it out and use it. So I'm going to be doing that, and that's going to be probably like probably either the Easter weekend or the weekend after that. Anyway, I just wanted to point all this out because I wanted to say I've been doing so much research into getting a snake, and I'm actually specifically asking for a snake because I want a snake. But does your girlfriend want a horse? Is this something that she specifically asked for? Does she know what it entails? Does she know everything she needs to know? Is she doing research? Is she getting everything set up for the horse? There's so much that goes into taking care of a pet, and I never think it's a good idea to surprise anyone with a pet without knowing exactly what they're getting into. And I also disagree with getting pets for your kids. This isn't a child. I know it isn't a child, but I have to add this as well. I feel like you shouldn't get pets for your kids when you are not prepared to take on the responsibility of caring for that animal if and when the child gets bored, because it's probably going to happen. And I see ads on Kijiji all the time about, oh, my kid can't take care of this animal anymore, so we're selling it. My kid got bored with the hamster, so we have to sell it now. And it's like, no, fucking step up and take some responsibility. So do not buy any pets for your kids if you're not okay with taking on the responsibility of taking care of that animal. They're likely going to get bored of it or not want to care for it or whatever else. Something. Like, or just wait until your kid's old enough that they can move out and do their own thing, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. But if you buy a pet for a child, then you should be willing to take on that responsibility, because it's not fair to just sell off an animal, especially something like, I don't know, a rat or a hamster or a cat. Yes, I've seen that before. It's really depressing. Something that bonds with you and loves you and is going to miss you when you're gone. Sorry, but I'm really passionate about this stuff. I have been for a while, and I'm also really passionate about, like, not supporting the big chain pet stores. That's why I don't buy stuff at PetSmart, and I try to avoid it if I can. Anyway, horse owners, blah blah blah, the whole horse story. Top comments from someone, and then someone says, considering based on your post history you do meth, I don't think adding a huge financial burden, $1,000 a month minimum, is a great idea. Surprise pets are bad, surprise horses are worse. And then OOP replies, no, no, I don't anymore. I used to be an addict, but I overcame that. I'm a lot more responsible now. And then someone responds, not as of 3 days ago. No judgment from me, as I'm not you, but you can't be a former addict and still actively using. Oh, for crying out loud. OOP says, I used to be a full-blown addict, but now I just use occasionally and have complete control of it, so I didn't consider myself an addict, just a habitual user. Oh my gosh. And then someone says, 33 and 19? Turning 19, but yes. Okay. Well, they're both legal, so I have nothing to say about that. And then someone else says, I feel like the only answer you're going to take is wait for harvest season. We're heading into another drought. So hay prices are going to spike, and the auctions are going to be flooded with cheap horses that no one can afford to feed. Just go bid until you win one in budget. But literally every word of this post is terrible, lol. Don't buy this child a massive financial liability while she's in school, oh my god. And then OOP says, well, I'll help out with expenses, because that makes it better. And then someone else replies, $7,000 to $10,000 a year. More if you have emergency vet bills. Oh my god. And then OOP says, damn, that's a lot, honestly. Okay, well, that's average. Way more than I can afford at the moment. I need a below average coating horse. The fuck does that even mean? Oh my god, there's still a bunch more. Like, we're not even halfway done. This might just be one of those posts that's just like one entire super long best of rare updates post, because what the fuck? Okay, anyway, hostile work environment for my coworkers and my boss. Can't stop making jokes at my expense about my relationship. How do I proceed? January 30th, 2024. Hello, everybody. I'm a 33-year-old working at a blue-collar job with a pretty large crew. Anyways, we get along fine, but recently my girlfriend came to pick me up, and she's really mature but turning 19 in less than a month, so we have a decent age gap. Ever since that day, I've been getting berated with insults and jokes, some of them completely lacking humor and just being insulting. It's gotten to the point now where my boss is even making jokes about it, calling me a cradle robber in front of the crew. It's funny because most of these guys have seem to be projecting their insecurities on me and are jealous of the amazing relationship I have. Anyways, I'm literally getting insulted constantly, including the boss, so I'm wondering how much I can sue them for. Am I able to sue them for a hostile work environment? What the what is this? Okay. If everyone in the workplace was making fun of a guy who was dating a morbidly obese woman, I feel like he'd have grounds to sue. Can someone please help me out with this dilemma? My girlfriend doesn't even want to pick me up after school anymore because of how negative these guys reacted. I'm so sick of being judged for finding true love. I want compensation from my workplace. I'm sorry. This just gets better and better. This is one of those posts. This reminds me of the PS5 saga where it starts with the whole situation with the kid and his PS5, and then we hear from the dad, and then the dad makes more posts where he just makes himself look worse and worse and worse, and it just gets juicier and juicier, and it's amazing, and I love it. Oh, I love these types of situations where they just make themselves look more and more nuts. I'm still not saying anything about the age gap relationship. They're both legal. So, unless he was grooming her or something, which is a definite possibility, but not one I'm going to get into in this video. I'm not going to just automatically assume that. We don't have enough information, but regardless of anything, top comments. So, OOP says they're making fun of me because they're not in my position. I bet 98% of them would date her if they could because she's that wonderful. They're the gross ones making inappropriate comments about a 19-year-old, like who raised them. And then someone responds, they're making inappropriate comments about an 18-year-old. You're the ones sleeping with her, and then there's a vomiting emoji, and attempting to buy her a horse to guilt trip her into staying with a meth addicted predator nearly 2 times her age throughout college. Okay, we don't know that he's a fucking predator, okay? So you can't just assume that. I'm not assuming that he's not a predator or something, but I'm also not assuming that he is. Stay with me or you won't see the horse again. You think you're real clever though, huh? And then someone says, when she picks you up after school, and there's like one of those shocked faces, with the big eyes and the blushing cheeks. And then someone responds, he meant college, but I too chuckled at this remark. Personal stories about Edmonton work culture. February 4th, 2024. I can't wait to see how this plays out. We gotta get to the comments. We gotta go to the comments. I wanna see. I wanna see the comments. So, the post is still up. There's a lot of deleted shit. And then okay, so the first comment is one of the top comments that we already read. When she picks you up after school. He meant college, but I too chuckled at this remark. Well, she's 18, so she could be in high school. No, he meant high school. His girlfriend is 18 and he's 33. No, he said in the comments that she was in college. His girl was 18 and turning 19. That's why he wanted to get her a horse. I like to imagine she did it on her bike and not in a car, just to really hammer in the age difference. Bike with pink and white plastic streamers on the handlebar grips and training wheels. That's almost the exact bike that my 4-year-old daughter has. Are you the guy who tried to buy his girlfriend a horse using a credit card and having no idea how to care for one? And it gets worse because in the horse post you said she was 19. Now you're saying she's 18? As I said on your horse post, why is a 33-year-old man dating an 18-year-old girl? I can only assume she has no sense of self-worth, comes from an abusive household, or for the time or and for the time ever. I really hope this last one is true. She's using you for money. Please, please try and sue. Please, I want you to try and sue. I want you to go to a lawyer and admit you've been dating this girl since before she turned 18. Wait, he was dating her before she turned 18? Okay, that changes things. Never mind. Forget my earlier comments. Okay, anyway, Please let the whole world know you're a predator. As for career advice, you're being called exactly as you are. You can't deal with, then date someone more age appropriate, but clearly you're only capable of convincing young, naive women to date you. Any woman of a near or appropriate age wouldn't want to have anything to do with you. Dang. Okay, we're going back to the best of Reddit updates thingy. I gotta read this. I just where's the next? Okay, yeah. Personal stories about Edmonton work culture, February 4th, 2024. Hello everybody. I have been under a lot of harassment at work lately and it's gotten so bad I am debating moving cities. Before I move, I want to see if this is anecdotal or if work culture in Edmonton is toxic. I work blue collar and I hate to say it, but a lot of my coworkers are way too mean for me to handle. I don't know if it's because I make them look bad at work by being so good at my job, or if it is because they're jealous about my relationship, but they are some of the worst people I've met. Would I have better luck finding a corporate job? How is the corporate business world in Edmonton? How are the science jobs? Please give some insight into what kind of job you work and how the work culture is in that industry. I'm pretty much a jack of all trades, so I don't care what industry you are in. All stories and opinions will be beneficial. I mean, I could give my opinion. I'm a writer. I could give my opinion on what being a writer is like, and how I've been blocked for like the last few months. I haven't gotten anything done, I swear. Anyways, all answers and feedback are appreciated. I would love to stay here in Edmonton to be with my girlfriend, but I would need to find a new job. Any advice is welcome. And then there's no comments there, but the same day he posts, very interested in moving to Seattle in February 4th, 2024. There was a whistling wind outside my window. Super glad I decided not to go anywhere today. Because it's cold out and it was like snowing really hard earlier. Anyways, hello everybody. I 33 male and very interested in moving to Seattle. I live in Edmonton right now, but I've had some issues with workplace harassment and it looks like I need a change of scenery. I am blessed to have dual citizenship between America and Canada, so visa is not really a problem. Yes, please move to America. I would like to be as far away from you as possible. You freaking predator. My first question is cost of living. If I were to rent a one-bedroom apartment in a cheap neighborhood close to a bus station, can someone give me a rough estimate of how much it costs? What is the nightlife culture like? Are things open late? Edmonton closes down pretty early for such a large city. I enjoy partying, but I also enjoy staying in. It mostly depends on what my girlfriend wants to do. How is the weather? I know it's warmer than Edmonton for sure, but is it sunny or extremely cloudy? What's the best advantage to living in Seattle? I would like some local perspectives. The best advantage is that you'll be far away from me and everyone else in Canada. Thank you very much. Also, is meth legal? Is meth legal in Seattle? My friend told me that it was, but I want to have this confirmed by an actual local. And is it good quality? All answers and feedback are appreciated. I'm sorry, that's the end of the post, but I. Okay, well, now I have to go Google this. Meth legal in Seattle. It is unacceptable. Washington legalizes hard drugs by default. Possession of hard drugs like fentanyl and meth will become legal by default this summer. What the fuck? And this was posted April 24th of last year. So supposedly they meth is fucking legal. Meth is legal. What the fuck? No. That is messed up. I There was this thing that what's his name? Gale said in Breaking Bad about how they were talking about like the meth quality and stuff that Walter was making, and Gale was saying, if I don't give it to them, they'll get it somewhere else. That's what they're looking for, and at least with me, they get exactly what they pay for and they know what they're getting. Uh, I really that line really resonated with me. So I guess meth is fucking legal. Anyway, And by the way, it takes 2 seconds on fucking Google to look up, so. It was my girlfriend's birthday a few days ago, and we got into a huge fight. She hasn't texted or called me since February 11th, 2024. I, at 33 male, got in a huge fight with my girlfriend, female 19, on her birthday. I am scared she won't take me back. I hope she doesn't. It was my girlfriend's birthday a few days ago, and she wasn't happy with what I had planned, so she left to hang out with her friends. This is about to get so much better. Let me repeat that. My girlfriend left her boyfriend on her birthday to go hang out with friends because she didn't like what I had planned for her. The Edmonton Oilers won a 16-game winning streak, and my buddy had 2 extra tickets. Not only would it have been a fun time, it was also a cheaper option for me because I'm having trouble at work and basically don't have a job anymore. My girlfriend gets home from classes with dinner, and then I tell her happy birthday and give her little roses for her birthday. I give her the 2 tickets, lower bowl, as her birthday. What the fuck is lower bowl? Can someone who gets sports explain that to me? As her birthday present, I tell her to eat and get dressed quick so we can get to the game early. Uh, well, that's really mean. You don't rush her. Okay, whatever. She was livid with that idea. Screamed how she doesn't even like hockey, which is a lie because we've been to like 6 hockey games together, and left the house without even eating any dinner or taking her roses. I have her location, so I checked where she was going, and she ended up at her male friend's dorm. I blew the hell up and sent her a really angry text, and then didn't even wait for her and went to the game with my friends without her. If she wants to act like that, then fine, but I'm not going to let it ruin my day. She hasn't responded to any of my text or calls. She stopped sharing her location with me, and I am getting concerned I might have sent a bit too angry of a text. But I was also in the right, because how spoiled do you have to be to yell at someone for getting them a present? Please give me advice on what I can say or do to make her forgive me. I just want my baby back. Should I apologize? Important, I didn't even have the chance to tell her I'm also getting her a pet horse for her birthday. That's literally all hers, but I just need more time to buy and figure out the logistics. Is she being spoiled? Or am I being inconsiderate? Let's find out. There are no, like, top comments under this post. Under this part of the post. Hang on. I'm gonna go to the. Just because you've been to 6 hockey games together doesn't mean she likes hockey. She might have just been doing it to make you happy, and it's her birthday, so she should be able to do what she wants. And you could have gone with her. You could have gone with her. You could have been like, wait up, sweetie, hey, I'll come with you. Let's all go hang out with your friends together and do something that you want to do and have fun. And look, here's some roses. You can keep them and be super nice. Oh, and this was posted in r/breakups because, they just broke up. This post could also belong in r/MIDX, which is a subreddit that I'm getting really into, by the way. I already made like 2 videos. At least 2, maybe 3, I don't really remember exactly. What is a 33-year-old man doing with a 19-year-old child is my question. He said in a now deleted comment that he met her when she was 13! When she was 13! Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. I didn't have a problem when he said they were dating and she was 19 and he was 33. It's like, well, they're both legal. What are you gonna do? But he met her when she was 13. Dude vehemently believes he's not a groomer. Plus, he believes he's gonna sue Reddit. Sue Reddit for defaming him. What the actual fuck? Oh my god. Okay. And then someone says, OMG. Oh my god, the OP replies, not true at all, actually. Please, you were trying to figure out how to sue your employer over the fact that your coworkers were appalled by you dating a literal teenager and didn't hesitate to give you shit for it. OMG, it's this guy again! Dude's a straight mess, claims he only does meth on the weekends, which explains a lot about why he's like this, IMO. Oh my god, dude. Okay, wait, there's more. Wait. Go back. Hang on, I'm trying to go back. It won't let me. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's more stuff. Okay, hang on. I'm trying to. Very true, actually. Based on your own posts and comments, you are a pedo meth addict who constantly lies and gaslights for your own pathetic gain. And then for your own pathetic gain. You act like people can't see your comments. Completely a lie, says the OP. Then how old were you both when you met? Please clear things up for us. She was 18. As a 33-year-old man, this fact does not make it better. You are a groomer, and the fact that you refuse to acknowledge this makes it much, much worse. You need psychiatric assistance, mate. No amount of reasoning, justification, or excuses can change this reality for you. He's lying. He met her when she was 13. He deleted that comment very quickly the other day. Oh my gosh. I don't dispute. I don't have that evidence, so I repaint with the alternative. Please DM me if you have the screenshot, and I'll gladly share it in kind as necessary to expose this douchebag. Unfortunately, he deleted it before anyone could catch it, but a few other users saw the comment too. I don't deny it either way. He is a work of art that deserves to be scrutinized at every turn until he holds himself accountable. Anonymity is no excuse for reprehensible behavior from OP. And then he says, fight the good fight with clapping hands. Alright, it's been over an hour, and I think we might be halfway done-ish? About halfway done? Debating joining the French Legion, but don't want to start out as a private. February 15th, 2024. Debating joining the armed forces, but concerned about starting as a private. Is anyone else extremely concerned if this guy gets in, he will be defending our country? Also, I want to say, if you do meth, you're not getting in. You know what? He'll probably get caught for meth and then won't get in. Okay, whatever. You know what? Let's go on. Hello, everybody. Recent life events out of my control have left me without a girlfriend and a job. I guess she didn't come back. And she didn't care about the horse. Actually, if he said that to her, I don't know if he said that to her. That was probably worse. But if he said that to her, then that probably made things a lot worse because now she's gonna have a huge responsibility put on her. And I don't know if he was expecting her to pay for, like, all of the horse's care stuff, like food and vet bills and, whatever other shit the horse needs. I don't know what the fuck a horse needs, but, like, basically everything a horse needs. But, Jesus. Okay, anyway. My friend suggested that I join the army because it's a fulfilling job, has a good pay, and has continued benefits after I'm done serving. Okay, well, I'm not sure how long meth stays in. Hang on. How long does meth stay in your system? The things I Google for YouTube and my writing, the things I Google. Oh my god, the things I Google for. I'm either when I Google crazy stuff, it's either for my writing or for a YouTube video. How long does meth stay in your system? Hang on. Urine, blood, hair, blah blah blah. Okay. Meth can be detected in urine, blood, saliva, and even hair for different periods of time that vary from person to person. In general, it's not much longer than you'd expect. It can remain in your body for a much longer period of time, even though it may last. Fucking recovery is possible ad pops up on my screen in case I'm suffering from drug problems, even though I'm Googling this for a fucking video. The initial rush from meth can last up to 30 minutes, and the high can last up to 16 hours. Meth can stay in your urine for up to 5 days. Okay, so he only does meth on the weekends, so let's say he does it Saturday and Sunday. Then it would stay in his system for 5 days after that. So, pretty much until the next Saturday when he does meth again. So, yeah. You're not getting in, bro. Which is good, because I don't want to think about this dude defending my country. He's disgusting. And a child predator. What the fuck just happened? Now I understand why this is called Methaneil. Okay, hang on. So wait, something just happened, so now I'm back where I started. Okay. This all sounds great, and I would do well with a military environment with strict rules and high fitness level requirements. I have two questions, though. Do I really have to start at the lowest rank, or will there be IQ tests done on new recruits that put brighter individuals into higher ranking positions off the bat? Or can I just outright join an elite unit like the Special Forces or paratroopers? I would love to serve for the Canadian military and risk my life for the country while also taking many lives that threaten what our country stands for, but we are not in combat right now. I have low empathy, so it wouldn't be a problem for me because I have low. Jeez. Ah. Jeez, this is crazy. Oh my god. And meanwhile, I'm getting so many fucking notifications on my snake pictures from Facebook that I can't respond to because I can't participate in groups for something that they won't even tell me what it is that I did. What will the pay be like for a general or for serving as a commander in the special forces? And yes, I have no problem believing that the guy who ate Anissa's chocolate cake and also wanted to get his girlfriend a horse without caring what she thought about it, and then got angry at his girlfriend because she wouldn't do whatever he wanted to do on her birthday, has very low empathy. Thank you. All advise. It says advice. I'm sure it's supposed to say advice, but it says advise. ADVISE, which means advise. All advise is appreciate. I think he means appreciated. Oh my god, people are showing their snake pics. It's so cute. It's so snaky in here. There's so many snakes. Oh my god, I'm gonna have like 50 notifications when I go back to Facebook later because I'm doing this video right now and I should just make a video that's just all the snake pictures that people send me on Facebook compiled together. That is so cute. Either way, I'm so glad with all the love Yahtzee is getting. I cannot wait to get him. Oh my god. P.S. Do they make accommodations for night owls? This guy's too much, man. This guy's too much. I don't love waking up early, but I can. I would just prefer to be a unit involved more in evening and night activities. What the fuck? I swear, this guy is the gift that keeps on giving. And then someone responds, this sub is just a gift that keeps on giving, talking about special forces and high IQ. When you're on another sub, talking about smoking meth. Uh. Oh, excuse me. Well, I just threw up a little in my mouth. That wasn't fun. Okay. Sorry. I'm just had a bad burp. I used to smoke it 10 years ago, but I'm not an addict anymore. An ex-addict, per se. And then someone else says, um, they will be more than happy to accommodate night owls like yourself, which is totally sarcastic. Just let your corporal know that you enjoy to work at night. They will be more than happy to make the wishes of a bright individual like yourself come true. And then they put a thumbs up. This is so sarcastic. Thank you for the helpful, positive response. Thank you for the helpful, positive response. I appreciate it. Have you served before? Can you put in a good word for me? And someone else responds, you know they're joking, right? OMG, that guy's a complete dick. La troll très bien. I think that means he's trolling. Wait, très bien means very good. Nice troll, very good. I don't know any French. English, please? I don't know. I know you guys can't see me right now, but I'm laughing my head off. This is amazing. I love this. English, please? I don't know any other language. I'm not from Quebec. Oh my god. This is too much, you guys. This is too much. Okay. And then someone says, and you want to join the French Foreign Legion? I love this site. Oh my god, you. I'm sorry. Wow, this is amazing. Just give me a minute. Ugh. Mm. Okay. Alright. Okay, we still have more to go. Today I fucked up by buying a Kijiji bio that my beats don't have any anti-theft software in them while he was inspecting them. Oh my god, this guy. This is spectacular. This is just a potential. February 17th, 2024, so a couple of days after the whole French Legion thingy. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Alright. A potential Kijiji bio ran off with my $300 Beats headphones. You dumbass. First of all, this happened a week ago. It wasn't today. Most stories aren't. Like, 99% of the stories I see on Today I fucked up start with, actually, this wasn't today. It was, blah, blah, blah. It was a few days ago, or a few weeks ago, or a few months ago. This happened a week ago. It wasn't today, but the more I think of what happened, the more I realized how bad I fucked up. Worst week of my life, lost my job, got dumped, and then this. I've been selling stuff online to make money, and I posted a pair of my noise canceling Dre Beats headphones, because lately I've been selling things on Kijiji for money and for money for groceries and such. A potential bio messages saying he wants them, and we plan to meet up outside of the convenience store. I meet him there, and it's a group of teenagers, anywhere from 13 to 15, all hanging around, which I now realize they were just watching what was about to unfold. We confirm with each other that we are there from Kijiji, and he asks if he can see them before he buys it. I bring them out and hand it over to him to check, and he says, "Oh wow, these are really good quality. Do they have any special features like find my headphones in case someone were to steal them from me?" I'm shaking my head right now because this is absolutely insane. In case someone were to steal them from me, and I stupidly respond with, "Nah, nothing like that. The only features it really has is noise canceling and Bluetooth." And then this kid puts on a shit-eating grin and says, "Good," then sprints off in the other direction. As he does this, the other kids were obviously in on it, as they all ran away on cue, giggling the entire time. That was my week's grocery money running off in the hands of douchey teenagers. You mean your meth money? Wearing Nelk hoodies? NELK? Well, laughing, little shits. P.S. Didn't chase them, obviously, because it's like 3 versus 1 if I were to catch up to them. Too long didn't read. I let a potential Kijiji bio inspect my headphones, and while he was holding them, he asked if there was any anti-theft software, and I said no, resulting in him running off with them. Alright. Anyway. Okay, my roommate abuses his fish, so I clean I think this is the next post where the tank was mentioned. But oh my god, thank you for all these posts from this one insane, disgusting, predatory person. I think we might be getting close to the end. My roommate abuses his fish, so I clean the tank while he's at work. February 19th, 2024. I mean, I guess this is a good thing he does. My roommate has a fish tank and he only cleans it like once a month or every 2 months. Yeah. I've been thinking of calling some sort of tip line to report him. What? I'm gonna say I don't know anything about fish. I don't know if this is absolutely ridiculous or if he's doing a good thing. Anyway, my roommate has a fish tank, blah, blah, blah. I've been thinking of calling some sort of tip line to report him. I don't know anything about fish, so I can't really comment here. I'm guessing the comments are going to have more information than I could give. Anyways, I couldn't stand it, so I cleaned it myself while he was at work. 4 pictures of the tank at different angles, which Hopefully I'll remember to post at the end because I forgot to post pictures last time. Top comments from OOP. He literally changes the water like once a month or two. Are you kidding? I'm not just gonna sit here and let the fish die. I only touched it up once until this moment. I only touched it once up until this moment. I just basically emptied the water to the bottom, poured in completely clean water, and scrubbed the sides. The water was so murky at first, that's why I basically replaced all of it. Don't worry, I've changed fish tanks before. And then someone says, "Did you use water conditioner? Don't fucking touch his tank again." Yeah, I used water conditioner. I just poured it in, but I know around how much to give it because I replaced most of the water. And I cleaned the tank, yet you're telling me not to touch it again? Are you joking or not? Because what the fuck? And then someone replies to that, "You didn't measure it? Chlorine is amazing at killing fish. That combined with a full water change may have just killed his fish, so great job." And then OOP says, "So you're saying I killed all his fish? Yet they're swimming perfectly fine in front of me right now. You realize you're gaslighting right now, right?" Oh my god, okay. That is okay. Hang on. There's more, but I have to go to this fish post to see what's up with it. Okay, yes, I'm seeing the pictures of the tank. It doesn't look that bad. It just looks fine. It looks perfectly fine. Like I said, I don't know anything about fish, so like I don't know what the deal is with this, but it's got some algae and like a bunch of plants and the fish look fine and oh my god, is that a blue tang? Oh, never mind, it's not. Oh my god. Ooh, the fish are really pretty though. Oh my god. Ooh, oh, that's a really pretty one. Oh, is that a frog? Wait, no. Never mind. Oh my god. Ooh, there's a snail. There's a snail in the tank. Oh my god. Oh, aquatic snails. I really want to get into that when I start keeping fish. If I'm able to start keeping fish, which hopefully I will be. I mean, I could probably keep fish. Like, even if I just get like a 20 to 40 gallon for some fish, I could probably keep some fish in those kinds of tanks, right? I don't know. I don't know anything about fish. And then the mod said, "Well, that was a wild ride. Time to pack it up now." So, okay, mulm isn't fish abuse. What is mulm? MULM. Can someone familiar with fish tell me what this is? Okay. And then oh my god. This guy. Okay, hang on. Mulm isn't fish abuse and contributes to the ecology of the tank. You very well could have screwed with the water parameters because of this. Don't touch other people's tanks because there is something unless there was something glaringly abusive going on. Based off of this, it seems like you're a novice keeper or know nothing about aquariums at all that thinks algae and mulm bad that make water bad abuse, which is so woefully wrong that I don't even know where I could begin to explain at this point. At that point, Moam is literally leached of all bioavailable nutrients, like ammonia, and is completely inert. Sometimes they can act as nitrogen sinks. Algae is a plant, and removal is nothing but cosmetic. They absorb harmful chemicals in the water column, nitrates. Never touch your roommate's tank again. I couldn't explain how pissed I'd be to come home to this. He literally changes the water like once a month or two. This is OP, by the way. Are you kidding? I'm not just gonna sit here and let the fish die. I only touched it once up until this moment. I just basically emptied the water to the bottom, poured in completely clean water, and scrubbed the sides. The water was so murky at first, that's why I basically replaced all of it. Don't worry, I've changed fish tanks before, right? This has to be a troll, right? Not a troll, just an obtuse dude that thinks he knows better than the guy that actually keeps the tank running. I want to gouge my eyes out at the sentence, "I just emptied all of the water." For fuck's sakes, man. Yeah, you're supposed to do it in like a. You're supposed to do it in like I don't know how to explain it, but like segments, like half of the water at like a certain portion of the water at one time, so that if you have a dirty tank and then you suddenly change out of the water, you could shock the fish. And there's like a lot of stuff that, like I said, you know what? I'm just not gonna speak on this one because I feel like I'm not qualified. And then someone says, "Do I dare tell him about my filterless beta tank? You already know it's heavily planted. All I do to that one is top up water and feed my beta and shrimp." Oh my god, I want shrimp too. It's at the point where I have to add fruits or nothing grows bigger. Definitely not my most aesthetically appealing tank, but it's the one I'm most proud of, lol. Don't do it, he'll call a tip line on you. That's great though. This has to be a troll, right? No? You emptied all the water and scrubbed it? You might have crashed your roommate's tank. Crashed in what sense? Crashed the cycle. Killed all the bacteria by emptying out the water and scrubbing. Do you even know what it is? That could kill the fish. I really hope you didn't touch the filter. Please tell the owner what you did so we can keep the fish alive after this mess. If this did crash the cycle, then it could literally kill the fish. Well, it is Sunday, technically the weekend. At least your meth tweaking is a little more productive than dismantling air conditioning units. Hey dude, I live in the same city as you. You probably see all the tanks I service, libraries, hotels. I manage commercial aquariums. I work with fish all day. Been keeping fish since I was a kid. You don't do frequent water changes on established tanks. On very well established planted tanks, you can go 6+ months without a water change. I only do water changes every 2 or so months because I know what I'm doing. Your roommate only does water changes once every month or two because he knows what he's doing. You do not. You've just completely fucked his cycle by removing all of the water. You're only supposed to do a 50% in emergency cases, or if you want a more critical cleanup. You have no idea what you are talking about, and I sure hope you just didn't kill all of your roommate's livestock. Never touch his tank again. Yeah, she might very well have fucked literally everything up. Okay, this is a girl. Sorry, I've been operating under the assumption that this is a man. I don't know why. Oh, that's why. Okay. Anyway, never touch his tank again. Okay. Yeah, she might very well have fucked literally everything up. I hope she knows the bare minimum required for fish. That tank looked pretty healthy for me, even with the algae, which isn't a big deal, it's just unsightly. Let's fucking pray she didn't actually change most of the water out and pray she used conditioner. I'm livid for the owner of the tank. It's a he, actually. If you go through this guy's post history, he's a 33-year-old pedophile and meth user. He also had a stint a few weeks back where he wanted to buy a cheap horse for his 18-year-old girlfriend's birthday, while having no horse experience or concept of how expensive horses are. So clearly not a person who understands how to care for animals. Yeah, I changed the pronouns in my other comments. I saw his history, but I must have missed that whole ass end of what you just said. I gotta check this out. The further back you go, the weirder it gets. Every single thread has the most bizarre twists. I honestly feel like this guy could be a really dedicated troll. The weekend meth, the teenage girlfriend, the horse, wanting to sue his workplace before because he got fired, but also insisting that he was the best worker and everyone else was jealous. Wanting to join the armed forces, but only if you can skip over all the basic training and immediately start at a high rank because he's just so talented. It just keeps going and going. Honestly, it's been fantastic. I've been enjoying this. It's been a nice afternoon read. Sorry you have to deal with this guy. It sucks to see how you're trying to educate him and he just won't budge. This is why when I leave my house, my bedroom door gets locked. Fuck that. This is why I don't live with other people. Well, one of the reasons. There are many reasons, but let's not get into that. Fuck that. The tank looked like it was in perfect condition. Obviously, you can't tell parameters from pictures, but water column is pristine and there's plant presence. Exactly the only thing was algae, and even that is just cosmetic. Not an actual problem at all, and is truly a benefactor if you don't have too many plants. Okay. Let's see what the OP is saying. Wait, what? Are you seriously getting mad at me for cleaning his tank? Look at the difference, dude. It's way cleaner. You cannot be serious right now. You aren't listening. Tank health is almost never cosmetic. You clean up the way it looks and potentially screwed with all of the bacterial cycling. Stop being purposefully obtuse and listen. You could have killed off all the beneficial bacteria that was in that tank that actually made it function. You clearly know nothing about fish keeping. Do yourself a favor and absolutely never go near his tank again. And please, for the love of God, tell your roommate so we can prepare for whatever disaster may come of this. To explain very briefly, there is something called a nitrogen cycle. Okay, there's more information. Fish waste produces ammonia. You need to cycle a tank to gain nitrifying bacteria that will convert the ammonia, which is incredibly toxic to living things, into nitrate. Then another source of bacteria converts it into nitrate, which plants then consume. There are self-sustaining tanks that need zero water changes if they are heavily planted enough. By removing all of the water, likely letting the substrate and filter media dry out, you just killed all of that bacteria, meaning the fish in there are going to be swimming in ammonia and will soon die. Good job doing something you have done zero research on. Fuck. Holy crap, you've got to be kidding me. I'm not being obtuse, you're being obtuse. I know about the nitrogen cycle, but if there's a ton of nitrogen, I thought I was supposed to remove a bit more water to that corresponding nitrogen level. Is that not correct? Okay, I'm done with this comment section. It's ridiculous. It's insane though. I'm quite enjoying this. I started this at around 5 and it's now 6:30, so it's been going on for an hour and a half. Anyway, let's go to the next. Uh how does someone practice stoicism after a huge mistake? I ac- Oh my fucking god. I accidentally killed all of my roommate's fish by cleaning his tank. Are you fucking no? February 21st, 2024. And that is hang on. 2 days after he cleaned the fish tank because he thought his roommate was abusing the fish. February 21st, 2024. I'll give a quick recap because the story doesn't matter much. It does, indeed. But my roommate never cleaned his fish tank, and I felt really bad for the fish. When he was gone at work, I cleaned the entire tank for him and made it really look spick and span. Anyways, 2 days later, and almost every fish in his aquarium has died for some reason. For some reason, fuck. He's emotionally destroyed and pissed at me. I am feeling extreme amounts of guilt, and I feel partly responsible because of the timing of all their deaths. Holy shit. Even though I know it wasn't me, it still might have had something to do with me cleaning it. Like almost every single fish died 2 days after I cleaned it, but it could still be a coincidence. Anyways, how do I practice stoicism in a time like this? I feel sick to my stomach. I'm racked with empathy and guilt. I thought you had low empathy, dude. I want to practice and show stoicism since I consider myself quite the stoic, but it also feels heartless. I might have just decimated my roommate's aquarium by accident, and I don't show emotion. That doesn't seem right. Is it right for me to outwardly show my sadness so my roommate sees I care? I am usually very even keel and play all my cards close to my chest, but my roommate is so devastated. He's been crying all day, and I want to show him I care, while also still practicing stoicism. Please give me guidance in this situation. My roommate is really, really upset, and I want him to see that I did something nice for him, and it was just an unfortunate accident, and there's no proof it was actually me. Like, it's been 2 days since I cleaned it. Wouldn't they have died instantly? He might have had some sort of disease in his tank already from never cleaning it. I don't want to be seen as heartless by being stoic. I want to be there for my grieving roommate. I'm so conflicted. And his okay, before we get to that, I think you can already guess where this is going, but I'm going to go to the post where all of the comments will be. So, let's see. Okay, seeking stoic advice. So, I'm at the original post about how we killed all the fish in the tank. I have to read the comments. I think you'll agree. I have to read the comments. You want to hear this. Stoicism doesn't mean not showing emotion. You should take responsibility for for your actions and sit with the feeling, not seeking to evade it. You didn't intend harm, but you acted on someone else's words and property in a way that caused harm. Property and fish. You killed the fish, man. The fish. The fish didn't do anything. They didn't deserve that. And they were really pretty, too. When some time has passed, you might ask, okay, but you acted on someone else's words and property in a way that caused harm. That's just the reality of it. Our society tends to struggle with feeling bad, but sometimes that is the correct feeling for the situation. When some time has passed, you might ask how you can make amends, such as funding some new fish. You can't replace the previous creatures, but if he wants to start a new aquarium, this would be a great way to take responsibility. I just want to add, every single one of this guy's comments either have no votes at all or they have a bunch of down votes. The part of stoicism that gets misinterpreted as not showing emotions is really about not being hysterical and main charactering yourself and being a dignified and mature person who owns up to the results of their choices. Yeah, that went out the window quite a while ago. I'm not main charactering myself, but I want my roommate to understand that I feel bad as well. Then pay up, dude. He can't. He doesn't have a job. Liar, you admitted to killing them on purpose, you actual psycho. Lies. Really? And then someone, oh my god, no. Confessions! He posted in r/confessions. It says, I ruined my roommate's aquarium on purpose, under the preface that I was just cleaning it and it's gone too far. Oh my god. This gets crazier and crazier. Yeah, I think this is gonna have to be one of those like really long Reddit videos that's just like all the Reddit stories from this guy. This is insane. Okay, I don't know if if the actual confessions post is going to be there, but he posted on r/confessions, and someone says really, and it's a link to a post where he says, "I ruined my roommate's aquarium on purpose," under the preface that I was just cleaning it and it's gone too far. You're a piece of shit, dude. I disagree. Well, of course you do. Most assholes would disagree that they're an asshole. Oh my god. This guy's reminding me more and more of Daniel. This is totally behavior that Daniel would have done. This is like, oh my god, this is absolutely insane. Nope, you're lying and actually insane. A meth user who is 33 dating a 19-year-old also. Nah, the teenage girlfriend wised up and dumped him. LOL, nope, not lies. And then there's a link. Oh, there was an error loading content because of course there was. And then they said, "God, this troll is funny." And then someone else has another link to the same image from r/confessions of where he confessed that he did it on purpose. He did it on purpose. And then there's that exploding head emoji. Oh my god. No way I'm paying for new fish if there's no proof it was me. I need solid evidence. But okay, I see. So I can show my guilt or regret and still be considered to be practicing stoicism. I don't want to make it about me, but I used to own the tank years ago, so they're kind of like my fish too. So I feel just as bad as my roommate. Oh my gosh. Dude, you are deluded. The proof is the fact you took out 100% of the water, eyeballed the amount of water conditioner to put in, and scrubbed it completely clean. Now, 2 days later, they're all dead. You need to seriously reflect on yourself if you do not see how how this is directly your fault. Dude posted the same thing on r/aquariums 2 days back. They shredded him apart there too. He knows he screwed up, he just doesn't want to pay. I use Prime, which is a water conditioner that doesn't require accurate measuring. Search it out before you give me aquarium advice. I know what I was doing. Obviously not, considering you killed his fish. This guy's delusional straight up. Everything is everyone's fault but his, and he's both an amateur and expert in whatever situation calls for it. Pathological liar. Oof, you really are. Be very careful when purchasing water conditioners. If your municipality includes chloramines in the water supplies, a standard sodium thiosulfate dechlorinator is not enough. Directions: use one capful 5 milliliters for each 200 liter 50 US gallons of new water. For smaller volumes, please note each cap thread is approximately 1 milliliter. May be added to aquarium directly, but better if added to new water first. If adding directly to aquarium, base dose on aquarium volume. Sulfur or water is normal. For exceptionally high chloramine concentrations, a double dose may be used safely. To detoxify nitrate in an emergency, up to 5 times the normal dose may be used. If temperature is below 30 degrees Celsius, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and chlorine or ammonia levels are low, use a half dose. And directly from this is directly from like the the actual directions from like I'm assuming a bottle of this stuff. They just posted it here. Hold on, I just got a comment on my YouTube post, so I'm gonna go check that out. I'll be right, but I'm gonna be back to the story in like 2 seconds. I promise I'll be back to the story in a minute. I'm just doing this really quick. Okay, it'll only take a minute. Oh, this guy's always so nice. Anyways, so Alrighty, going back to Reddit now. Uh, from the frequently asked questions, Prime is very safe and quite difficult to overdose to the point of harming tank inhabitants, but a large enough overdose can start to deplete the system of oxygen. This effect is temporary, typically lasting an hour at most, but in case of extreme overdose can be significant enough to harm fish. The standard dose is 5 milliliters per 50 gallons of water recommended for standard tank setups, and an overdose of up to 5 times this amount can be done to detoxify ammonia and nitrate in the water. However, there are a few situations under which a larger dose of prime may not be safe for your system. Your tank is already low in oxygen. A tank with an exceptionally high bioload, high temperature, or poor circulation is already likely quite low in oxygen, so reducing the oxygen any further may be dangerous to tank inhabitants. In this case, using a half dose of prime or increasing the oxygen content of the tank is recommended. You are using another product that also reduces oxygen. Most conditioners that clear away chlorine and chloramine, products that detoxify ammonia and nitrate, as well as some medications will reduce oxygen levels in the tank. Like Prime, the effect of these products on the oxygen level of the tank usually dissipates within an hour, meaning it is typically safe to use them on the same system as long as an hour or so is left between the doses. On his previous post, he couldn't remember whether the tank was X number of gallons or liters. He absolutely killed his ex-friend's fish. Boy needs to lay off the meth. And then someone says, okay, this is from LP. Way too much reading. Try to condense into 1 to 2 sentences, please and thanks. Jeez. Is this how you read the instructions for Prime? Too much reading, directions not condensed? Prime is good because you can put in way more than the recommended amount without harming the fish. How did that work out for you? Must have been a bad batch. I'm telling you that I did not kill those fish. Now there's shit popping up everywhere. There were screenshots of you saying, okay, aquariums are expensive, and based on you already admitting you touched it without his permission, I hope he sues you. He'll most likely win with how oblivious, rude, and sociopathic you act. The judge won't take kindly to the defense you've been using on Reddit, so I'd work on that. Win what? A $200 court case over fish that might have died from disease? You know nothing of the real world. There are screenshots of you saying you deliberately killed his fish. That's enough for any court. No, those are photoshopped. I can prove it in court. Pay no mind to the deranged meth addict. He's a pathological liar. Bruh, we can literally just scroll down your comment history and see the post, lol. These people are so dumb. Says the guy who thinks people in Canada can't be arrested over drug charges. Meth is bad. Pay for his fish. Maybe stop doing meth and you'd be able to eat. Okay. I think, we're gonna go back because I want to read the rest of all of this insane shit that's going on. And guess what the next post is? How do I find potential roommates in Edmonton? February 18th. Wait. Okay, he killed the fish February 21st. He cleaned the tank February 19th. Oh my god. He was already planning to move out before he cleaned the tank. I am probably moving out of my place, or my roommate will be leaving, so I was just wondering what website do I use to find potential roommates? Facebook, Reddit, or Instagram? Just curious where I go to find a new roommate, preferably within the city limits, because I don't have a car. I am sure there is some sort of website out there for Edmonton roommates. P.S. I am 33, male, and I am a good roommate. My maximum would be 3 others in the same house because too many guys just gets confrontational. Oh my god, I need a second to breathe. This is insane. And I can't do the entitled person voice anymore because it's like a strain on my voice, so I'm just gonna stop with that. But I'll let you know when it's OP in the comments or whatever. But oh my gosh. This just gets crazier and crazier. So he was already thinking about leaving. He also said, oh, my roommate might be leaving. Was that because he thought that his roommate was gonna move out when he killed the fish? Because we already know that he deliberately killed the fish and pretended that he was just cleaning the tank. Okay. Okay, February 26th, 2024, there was another post. Roommate has gaslit my landlord into not renewing my lease, leaving me homeless in 8 weeks. I'd like to hear this. Roommate gaslit my landlord. Wait, I want to see this whole potential roommates thing first and see what people are seeing there. We're gonna go to each individual post so we can check what the people are saying. I want to know what's in the comments. Me, hey, I need a roommate too. Looks at post history. Never mind, I don't. Never mind, no, I don't. You really don't need one this bad. Stay far away. If you go for it, though, make sure to leave weights out everywhere. LOL, he's a good troller. My favorite is on joining the French Foreign Legion post. Someone responds in French and he replies English. I don't speak any other language because I am not from Quebec. That had me rolling lol. Yeah, the guy's post history is wild. Is it real? Only a few days before his girlfriend's birthday, he's asking about buying a horse with a credit card, then asks about activities to do with her on the day of her birthday. Then he gets dumped and loses his job. All of this in the last month, lol. Also, a few posts about meth usage. Also, 33 years old with a fresh 18-year-old girlfriend. LMAO, I just realized it was the "Is everyone in Edmonton jealous of my barely legal girlfriend?" meth guy. And then someone says, "No, he definitely trolling." Yeah, I feel like he's definitely trolling. Alright. OP might be maybe one of the most entertaining trolls I've seen on Reddit. Just fully committed to the bit throughout his post history. Surely this person cannot be real, right? Either way, I had a real laugh. Keep up the good work, man. Definitely. He's been doing this posting thing for weeks. It's an ongoing story. His life story is on Reddit. It's gotta be a joke. I want to believe. Galaxyland usually. Shut the fuck up! Don't say that again! Galaxyland usually. Yeah, OOP had really traumatic memories of the child he was grooming who left him for someone her own age who wasn't on meth. Don't remind him of that. Facebook Marketplace, Kijiji, Rentfaster, Roomies.ca. My landlord helped me set up a listing on multiple platforms. Glad you have a landlord that's nice to you and doesn't totally hate your guts. Interviewed folks, credit check, vibe check, reference check, job letter, bank statements. Final interview also with landlord present, roommate agreement for arrangements, lease agreement with both names for arrangements with landlord. That's how I found mine. And then the OP has a comment that has downvote that has minus 15 points. I want to see this. Okay, I don't want to be too tied to a lease agreement in case I get another job or my girlfriend gets back together with me. I'm in a transition stage and I'm in a tough spot. She's not getting back with you, methhead. I'm a good roommate. No, you're not. You killed all your roommates' fish and expect to find someone who wants to live with you. I think the only place you would find a roommate is a jail cell, buddy. There are a lot of ads for roommates on Locanto if you're open minded. I'm super open minded. Meth will do that to ya. I posted on my university Facebook group. Oh my god. Male, unemployed, and weekend meth user. Looking for a new place to stay since I killed all my roommates' fish. Hobbies include binge drinking, ranting on Reddit, and trying to groom teenagers because women my age know better. I posted on my university Facebook group that I was moving back here and needed a place. Someone reached out and it's a lovely and it's a lovely room. You could also post on Kijiji as well as Facebook, but I personally haven't thought of Reddit for roommate postings. Is there another room available? There's not, unfortunately. I'm sure Kijiji would really help you. Do you go to university or work? Maybe someone would know someone. It's fortunately. This dude openly admits to smoking meth. Stay far away. Hey, I know that guy. Don't help him. Yeah, I saw that after I commented. Don't help him, he destroys property. That's why he's moving. He killed all his roommates' fish. I have a real problem with fish being called property. They're not property, they're pets. They're pets, and they're his pets. Oh my god, I love going to the fish store. I love just watching them swim around. It's so calming. They're so freaking pretty. They have blue tangs there, by the way. Just give me a sec, and then I'll keep reading, but I think we're done with the comment. Alright, a couple more comments, and then we're gonna go back to the Reddit, best of Reddit updates. There's several groups in Facebook for this. What's it called? Not sure anymore, but I don't think it would be hard to search up. Okay, I tried but couldn't find it. I'll have to search harder. What the fuck? Literally just search Edmonton roommates on Facebook. Okay, going back to the post. Hang on. Okay, the roommate gaslit my landlord to not renew my lease, leaving me homeless in 8 weeks' time. My roommate is the biggest dick on this earth. I have been living in this basement suite first, and he moved in after me. He broke my toe with a weight left by the door, I suspect intentionally, and in addition to that, he's been intentionally rubbing it in my face that my girlfriend dumped me. Even though we're just in a fight, she's never even told me that we actually broke up. Now he's gone too far. He lied and told the landlord that I had smoked meth inside of the house, and along with a few other things, she notified me today that she would not be renewing my contract. So I have to leave by the end of April. He's been a dick to me for no reason, and it's only been getting worse. I'll give him credit. He's a little snot-nosed 22-year-old prick who thinks he's smarter and better than everyone, but he drinks beer like every day and he gets terrible grades. I have 8 weeks left, and I'm sadistic enough that I can play the diabolical long game, like seducing his girlfriend and then laying with her before I leave. But I would rather get him evicted, and for me to renew my lease than play mind games with the poor sap. Please give me any ideas on how I could tell the landlord the real story, and maybe get him evicted. Instead, it's so crazy to me that the landlord is just taking his word for it when he's got no proof, but at the same time, she isn't required to renew my lease, so she is technically not breaking the law. Is he not technically committing defamation or slander? He's a psychopathic manipulator that would use everyone around him like pawns. He used the fact that I used to be an addict over 10 years ago as a way to gaslight the landlord into thinking I smoked meth in the house. I will get my revenge if it's the last thing I do on God's green earth. P.S. If you feel bad for my roommate, don't. I cleaned his fish tank, and he used that as a reason to tell the landlord that I apparently damaged his property when I have literal evidence that I did nothing but clean it. I took before and after pictures, and honestly, he wouldn't want me sharing them because the fish tank looked like a disgusting cesspool until I got my hands on it. Okay, now we're going to this post so we can read the comments there. OP in a comment regarding his roommate's fish, and the comment is on Imgur, so let's read what it says. I can see how they're bothering you because of how much you comment at me. Like, there is no way you'd respond to every comment if it didn't bother you. And no, I killed my roommate's fish because he's a bitch and deserved it, honestly. Now that I'm 2 days removed from the situation, I'm really, really happy I did it, actually. Oh my god. Damn, wonder why he left that part out. He loves omitting information like why he puts carrots in his oatmeal. And then in depression meals, r/depression meals, he posts lost my job and my girlfriend dumped me in the same week, and then porridge, carrots, and Sour Patch Kids for lunch. So there's a big bag of Sour Patch Kids, like one of those. It's like 315 grams, I think. I'm sure I can read it. It says 315 grams. And then there was carrots in the porridge. Have to keep my expenses as low as possible until my girlfriend gets back with me or I find a new job. Have to keep my expenses as low as possible until my girlfriend gets back with me or I find a new job. Dude, you are dense. Why would she come back? You went from buying her a horse for her birthday to having her buy and pick up takeout for her birthday dinner? What the fuck? You came here and asked for birthday suggestions. You were offered many lovely options, but you wanted to only spend $20. I don't know any woman who. Okay, I'm gonna say he only wanted to spend $20, but he also wanted to buy her a horse. A fucking horse! I don't know any woman who's going to go for a guy with no job and no car. Even if she's sympathetic to those things, the picking up her own birthday takeout dinner would have been the final straw. Get some help. Forget about all this suing. Work on yourself. Become a responsible, respectful, and productive adult for once in your life. You'll be amazed how the other things just magically happen. And then he says, wow, those types of messages really make my depression worse. Get yourself into individual counseling. No, I'm worthless. You need to begin to realize you are 33 years old. Nothing you have done has worked up to this point. This useless blaming of other people doesn't work. Why? Because you can't change or control other people. There's always going to be mean people and assholes in the world. You can only change yourself, but you need to learn how to become a better human. How to navigate through difficult situations with difficult people without causing yourself more problems. This comes with self reflection and therapy. It will be the best thing you've ever done for yourself. And then someone says, please make your own post about this ordeal. So glad you didn't sell this person a horse. Wait, this is the person that almost was gonna sell him a horse? Oh my god. OMG, I would never. Super unrelated, but I love the pic on your profile of the male and her baby. And then and then she replies, sent you a PM. Nothing you have done worked up to this point. I disagree. 2 weeks ago, I had an amazing relationship, was on my way to owning a horse, and about to get a promotion. I just got really unlucky. I think what I've done up to this point has been really amazing if I wasn't around a bunch of jerks and jerk offs. No, you're delusional. Again, there is a huge disconnect here. You did not have an amazing relationship. You had a relationship that was clouded with lies and betrayal. You were using drugs behind her back. You've never been completely honest with her. Amazing relationships don't just suddenly combust out of nowhere. You were not on your way to owning a horse. Again, delusional. Talking about it. Tossing out an offer to someone on the internet to buy said horse. Me is not on your way to buying a horse. You were not about to get a promotion. They were preparing to fire you, which they did. Again, with the blaming of others. You're 33. You live in a shared basement apartment. You have no job and no car. In what world is this doing amazing? On my way to owning horse. Citation needed, lol. He sent me a message wanting to give a $500 down payment on an $80,000 show horse. He has no place to house the horse, no job to pay for or care for the horse, no way to ship a horse to Canada. He has no clue what breed this horse is, if it's trained, what it's trained to do, if it's a mare, a filly, a stallion, or gelding, or why it matters. Not to mention neither he or his now ex-girlfriend have any experience with horses, let alone know how to ride. I mean, complete clusterfuck. It would cost at least $500 for the veterinary check, and additional vaccinations needed for Canadian import, and the hauling would be at least $4,500. This is for a $5 horse or the $80,000 horse. No plan for getting himself out of his shared basement apartment or maybe buying himself a car. Nope, let's buy a money-burning horse that he has no clue how to handle and no place to keep. Complete insanity. This guy is so clueless. Oh my gosh. And then someone says, is there any way you could link screenshots to him asking to buy your horse? And then she says, sent you a PM. I'm going to say that I would like that as well. And if I get the screenshots, I will update that in another video. Oh no, empty response from endpoint. What? Oh man. Oh, and now it's telling me I have to try again in 5 seconds. Anyway, oh my god. Sorry, just give me a second and then I'm going to try and post this again. Oh, it worked! It worked this time! Okay. So, I also want to say, oh, this was posted 1 month ago, so I have no idea where else. Okay. Okay, so what's actually going on in the post? Anyways, OP in a comment regarding his roommate's fish, and then a link to the MCO post I already told you guys about. And then the OP responds, holy shit, a person by the account name of this person photoshopped that and has now been spreading it across the internet. There's literally no comment history of me ever saying that or anything remotely close to saying that. You're as bad as my roommates. Oh no, not a scheme. GR is also responsible for the carrots, just FYI. Jeez, dude. What's funny is Global Radio said that you claim that image is photoshopped, and here you are. You still killed your roommate's fish. That's true. Your posts on your account are literally about using meth. You also killed your roommate's fish. You deserve to be homeless. You say you haven't used meth in 10 years, and yet you posted 9 days ago that you only use it on the weekends. Sorry, my mom just sent me a post to something cute. Oh my god, cute but dangerous. And she sent me a post to this incredibly dangerous animal. Alright, I'm going back to Reddit, but yeah, if you see a blue sea slug, don't hold one. And I've seen pictures before of someone holding one, and it was fucking nuts because, like, dude, you're gonna frickin' die. He didn't die. He was extremely close to dying, but if you see them, you don't hold them. Anyways, you say you haven't used meth in 10 years, and yet you posted 9 days ago that you only use it on the weekends. I hereby recommend that thou doth not lay with thine roommate's girlfriend. See if you can talk to the landlord to fix the situation for yourself. Otherwise, focus on bettering your situation instead of playing mind games with a kid. It's a waste of your time and will make things worse. Yeesh. This dude's kind of screwing with him. All right. Well, I'm moving out in 8 weeks unless my landlord can see how big a piece of shit my roommate is. I need to somehow show her how big of an asshole he is, and maybe she won't believe his lies. Honestly, man, I was gonna joke around after seeing the fish screenshot, but just saw some of your other posts, and I think it'd be in your best interest to get off Reddit for the day. Stop targeting other people to blame and focus on self-improvement. I've known some people who have gone through tough times and wish you luck. Just find a way to start off making small incremental improvements and seek help from whatever you can in your area. Wow, this guy's just being nice to him no matter what happens. Somehow I don't think. Oh, okay. Thank you. I am going through a tough time. Everyone has turned on me at the same time. It's unbelievably frustrating and unfair. But whatever. I can excel as an alpha lone wolf, and I will get my revenge on everyone who hurt me at my lowest. He's really angry. And this is the stupidest troll account I've ever seen. This has to be a troll, right? If this is not a troll, this is the most insane human being I've ever heard in existence. Okay. Anyway, so the whole roommate situation, you gotta move out, blah blah blah. Oh my god, there's more. Okay, I've been recording for 2 hours. Oh my god, I need a break. How many more posts? Okay, 1, 2. It's not scrolling up. Dang it. Oh my god. It just gets crazier and crazier. Okay. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, there's way more posts. There's way more posts. Oh my god, there's like 6 more posts until we're done, and I want to go into the comments of each one, and I, I need a break. Oh my god, I need a break. Oh my god, this is so much fun, but it's also like a shitload of work reading through all this insane shit, and I need a break from this insanity. I just. This is. I am having so much fun with this. I'm gonna take a short break and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, like 2 days later. Well, more like a day later. It's 10 o'clock right now. I know it's a little late to be recording a video, but I really want to finish this off. I was trying to think of a good title for this video, and I think I'm gonna call it The Saga of the Douchebag or something, but it's all one Reddit story. Oh, hang on. I need my phone. Why did I throw that away? I need my phone. Give me a second while I find the Reddit post again. But it's a little late to be recording a video, I know that, but like I said, I'm kind of all over the place. It's pretty crazy. It's like a lot. Um but anyway, and a few people are and God of Fuck 777 responded to my post about my snake, saying that he's always watching, and that's really sweet, and I really appreciate that. And he was like and he always makes me feel so good. I hope you're a guy. If you're not, I'm sorry. If you're not, let me know what pronouns to use. But I think it's he, right? But anyway, regardless, I I had him respond to my post, and he always makes me feel really nice because he always says all these nice things, and I really appreciate it. So God of Fuck 777, if you're watching this, which I know you are, hello. I hope you're enjoying the douchebag saga or whatever I decide to call this crap. And I hope you're enjoying how insane this is and all my reactions. And also, I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I'm glad you enjoy my snake, which will soon be mine. He's about, I'd say 10 weeks away, maybe slightly a shorter time, depending on what happens with my housing situation. But right now, he's on hold for a couple of reasons, and and I even had someone on the Facebook group ask, "Oh, why did you just put down a deposit?" Because they're like super cheap snakes, and I had to explain that it was because of my living situation. It's also because I'm trying to put some savings away and stuff, but it's also because I'm trying to put some savings away and stuff, but I think like it's just best if I don't like bring him home until my living situation is sorted. But I know where I'll be in June. Either I'm going to be in subsidized housing or I'm going to be living with my mom. So whenever that happens, that's what I'll. Anyway, just hmm. Okay. Um, hang on. I'm just gonna go to my save post, so that we can finish this off. I want to finish the last few stories. I think it's about like 4 or 5 stories left. I'm not exactly sure. Uh, I'm like going through all my save posts to try to find it right now. Do 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 do. Aha! Here it is. Methaneil. Oh, I should just call this the saga of Methaneil. No, I want to call this the douchebag saga. Do do. Okay. Something about the Okay. Hang on. I am going to. Oh my god, I found it. Okay. Ah, sorry. I have to. I have to deal with my nose. I know you guys can't see me, but I took a shower and stuff tonight and changed. Anyway, it's all your fault. Mm. If you're watching this, I didn't mean it's all your fault. It's not. That's the title of the next post. The post is titled "It's All Your Fault," February 29th, 2024. It's like an open letter or something. I'm a honeybee, and you're a newly sprouted plant. I'm the first bug to enter you, to trust your petally embrace. We fit each other like a pea in pod, and then your mask falls off. You're not just an innocent plant, you're a fucking Venus flytrap. You snap your jaws shut and trap me, treat me like shit, eat me alive until I'm hanging by a thread. And in case you guys need like a little refresher, this guy killed his roommate's fish, and he is getting kicked out now. He he cleaned the tank while he was at work. And then there's like a bunch of stuff. And then there's a bunch of stuff about how his girlfriend broke up with him he didn't because she didn't want to do what he wanted to do on her birthday, because of he got mad at her for not wanting to go to a hockey game. Anyway, then you spit me out and leave me to die at my lowest point. I'm a honeybee with two broken wings and no honey. Rock bottom. You keep going towards the blue sky as I lie there, betrayed and broken. I was the first thing on God's green earth to treat you right, and you used me as a stepping stone to grow higher. Fuck you, you heartless cunt. You just lost the best thing that ever happened to you. I was perfect to you and I deserve so much better. I'm a honeybee that deserves his perfect tulip, not a disgusting, wretched Venus flytrap. Okay, I'm pretty sure that this is about his girlfriend. or his ex-girlfriend. And then on March 1st, 2024, going to be running across Canada to raise money for charity. How to best prepare. Oh, you want to raise money for charity. Okay. Oh, wait. Hang on. I'm gonna go to the It's All Your Fault post. Oh, it's called, okay, it was originally posted r/unsent letters. Uh, let's read the comments. Did she break up with you because you didn't get her a horse, or did all those lawsuits you threatened fall through? And then someone else says, are you the 33-year-old meth addict who was dating a teen, the teen you wanted to buy a horse for, and didn't you kill your roommate's fish? And then and then someone says, is this a true thing? I need the whole story. Go to his post history. It's wild. I love reading this guy's stuff because it's so unhinged. Oh my gosh. It's a genuinely wild ride. One of the most fun Reddit reads I've had in a while. God, why does this guy have to keep popping up in a bunch of subs I follow? Did you know this guy has his own sub? R/meth horse guy. Wait, there's literally a new, oh my God, there's a sub dedicated to this dude. The first bug to enter you is maybe the worst thing I've ever read in my whole life. The best thing that ever happened to you? Are we talking about your 19-year-old ex-girlfriend? Yeah, I'm sure you're the best thing that ever happened to her. She can't even drink in the US yet, lol. Breaking up with him was the best thing that ever happened to her. People are giving you a lot of shit for a reason. Look into yourself and be a better person. And then the OP replies, for what reason? You don't like what I wrote? I think it's simple but poetic, and it's honest. This sub is about being true to yourself, right? Well, that's what I'm doing. Anyone who claims they are the best thing doesn't have enough self-perception. We are all fucked up. And then there's a freaking deleted comment from a deleted user. I look forward to it. Every update from Honeybee Meth Man has me over the moon. What will he do next? And underneath that is a SpongeBob meme where Patrick walking into the Krusty Krab and Squidward slapping his forehead and saying, "Oh, not you again." Oh my god, this comment is the best. What a horrible way to be literate. Hey man, and then the OP replies, hey man, just put your head down and write about being honest. It worked for me. It should work for you. And then someone says, wow, you are chaotic AF, dude. And the OP replies, thank you. Yeah, I'm sure a 33-year-old meth addict who spends their whole credit line on alcohol and wants to buy an $80,000 horse for $500 as a honeybee. You also killed your roommate's fish and got upset your roommate got Valentine's gifts when you got dumped. Wait, what? Where was that? You know what? I'm sure it's coming up. I don't know if we already read it or if it's coming up, but okay, we're gonna go on to the running across Canada to raise money for charity thing. This should be interesting. Best way to get in shape for a cross-country marathon? Hello, everybody. I am planning on running across Canada sometimes next month to raise money for trans awareness. Yeah, okay. The problem is I'm not in great shape at the moment, but I used to be a high-level basketball player and also ran cross country in high school. What's the fastest way I can get back into shape to prepare me for this heroic feat? Should I run long distances every day, or should I try to work out my legs at the gym and build muscle? What's the most important thing to improve on when running long distances every day? Please help me as time is of the essence, everybody. I've already committed to doing it, so don't try to convince me out of it. And I assume this is to improve his image. Uh, and I just went to the original post so we can read the comments. And the first one says, okay, so it's 90% likely I'm being sucked in by a troll post up here, but alas, Canada is over 5,000 kilometers across from Cape Spear in BC. So when you say you are planning on doing it next month, how long do you expect to take to complete it? And how many kilometers per day do you think you can run? OP's post history is wild. He's either a troll or has no clue how the real world works. Probably both. Or possibly both. Wow, I just looked and that was a wild ride. I've been on this ride for like 2 weeks. It never ends, lol. Perhaps he's aiming for his own subreddit, like r/blanket guy. He has his own subreddit now because he sucks. And then they link r/ meth horse guy. He tried soliciting money from the trans community today. What? OMG, it's this guy again. Thank you. I've been in and out of his journey for weeks. I don't care if it's fake or not. I've only been on this journey for about 2 days, but I am enjoying it immensely. It's probably a troll, but they're also trolling in a way that reads exactly like how a meth head would use Reddit, so it's honestly hard to say which one it is. But if it is a troll, I appreciate the effort. Shitposting like this is a lost art form. I hope to keep seeing OP pop up in random subs. Right? Like my friend insists it's fake, but who could have predicted going from the French Foreign Legion to killing his roommate's fish? I'm riveted. Agree if he's a troll, this is top interneting. My favorite was when he posted about buying his teenage girlfriend a horse with a credit card. I keep thinking he must be a troll, and then he'll respond to a comment, and I'll be absolutely floored that he somehow managed to say the worst possible thing. My favorite was the other day when someone offered him some genuine advice, and he was like, "For the last time, I'm not over my girlfriend, so stop hitting on me." Like, question marks. Faking that level of delusion with every single thing he says must take so much energy. I almost doubt a mere mortal could pull it off. LMAO. OP is the most brilliant troll to ever grace Reddit. It's alright, even the best amongst us fell for it. You don't understand. The cross Canada marathon is the final step to get out of his weekend meth habit and be healthy enough to get promoted in the French Legion. And then, oh, the OP replied to the original comment. I'm thinking it would take me a while, but about 30 kilometers a day. Not as much as Terry Fox, but still an amount that's good enough to raise $1 million for trans awareness. I don't understand the confusion from people commenting right now. Well, considering you're a pedophile meth addict who somehow also weighs nearly 300 pounds. Nah, you could barely make it 30 feet a day, let alone 30 kilometers. Here you are pushing out another outlandish lie. You will just steal the charity funds anyhow. We are confused why you still post and comment on Reddit. I don't weigh 300 pounds. I'm well under 250. And then there's a deleted comment from a deleted user, and the Marathon Training mod team, which is the mod team who runs this subreddit, says, "This type of behavior is not welcomed in the sub. Please correct these type of posts or face a ban." LMAO, that is the only thing I had off was your weight. I'm thinking. No, you are not. Your ideas are way too elaborate and unattainable to claim you have been thinking. I've been drinking, methed up, etc. are much more plausible than thinking. You're gonna want to focus on arm day. Go to a gym that has free weights, get some 40-pound dumbbells, and sit in the squat rack doing bicep curls until you puke. That's a terrible idea. My biceps are already huge, and I have a lack of hamstring muscles, if anything. It's going to make it harder to run. Then work on triceps. Everyone knows hamstrings are attached to your arms. LMAO! No, you don't. You weigh nearly 300 pounds and are a pedophile meth addict. You are lying to everyone in this community and Reddit. You do realize you're not Terry Fox, right? And he ran with sponsors. Lots of them. He got them by running? Terry also had a real life situation backing his run. He was running to raise awareness and money for cancer and cancer research. He actually had cancer. He'd lost his leg because of cancer. Even though the Terry Fox Foundation itself didn't exist during his initial run, he directed his donations through the Canadian Cancer Society. That way his donations and all money received would be legal and his donors could give a tax-free gift. You don't have any of this. You have no personal association with the trans community that would tug at heartstrings, encouraging people to join in your efforts. Your ideas come across as a manufactured manipulation to raise money under the table, which is exactly what he's doing. A better idea would be if you checked yourself into a drug and alcohol rehab center for 90 days, worked the program, stay clean, then came out and told your own story about the struggles of overcoming addiction, then ran to raise money to help others in your same situation. This would be more believable. You would have a connection to this and real life experience. Since you're being evicted soon, this would be the ideal time to do this. Pack up your things, put them in storage, and just go to treatment. It will change your life. Well, that works perfectly because 10 years ago I did go into a drug rehab program, got sober, and cleaned myself up. Now I'm here, running across Canada to raise money for trans kids everywhere. The example you used is literally my life story. Uh, clean and sober or tweaking your ass off for days. Can't be both, bud. And then there's a sorry, a link to a post in r/meth saying guess how much this weighs. It's a deleted post from a deleted user, but you can still see the comments. And the OP commented, "Oh my god, that looks delicious. I've been tweaking my ass off the last couple of days and I could use something like that." And that was 16 days ago. And then someone says, and then the response is, "Great prep for a 7,650 kilometer run. Shouldn't you run for your marathon instead of doing meth?" For someone who's adamant he's a recovered meth addict, it's curious you should say such a thing. LMAO, here you are confirming what everyone has been saying. LOL, I thought you got clean. Putting aside the fact that the military drug tests, where do you think you are even going to get meth while in the Foreign Legion or the Canadian Armed Forces? And then someone else says, "You aren't sober or clean." And and then there is a link to a post from a deleted user that has been deleted that I think is like a second account for this person, but have you noticed more negative effects than positive effects from using is the title of the post. Trust me, they can fucking tell you're not sober, lol. Or maybe they just conflate it with the fact you just seem at core a terrible person. Beats me. I think you're late to the party. Only on weekends, really? Never popped a few milligrams in the morning to get you going? Meth is the most more negative effects than positive effects drug on the planet. Definitely is. Maybe not at first. Also, can I ask you, stranger, why does it seem so many people in real life, when asked about negative effects, they tell me they have no idea what I'm talking about, as if they're perfect and don't experience bad times. I've met at least three people like this, and they all did a lot of meth to the point they should have known everything I described. Do some people just feel perfect? Completely disagree. Heroin is 100%. It's the worst shit imaginable, says the OP, but, on his other account. Not in my experience. I was much more addicted to heroin and fentanyl than meth, but meth gives me more of a mental craving. Oh my god, there's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I did not notice negative effects from meth for the first like 8 or 9 years. I mean, they were there, but they did not bother me, probably because the dopamine flooding my brain overpowered any negative feelings. Now those same side effects I get have gotten stronger and can bother me to the point I'm miserable and wish I didn't even do any. Damn, you were able to do it for 8 to 9 years straight without negative effects in your life? Most definitely. I held my job that whole time, too. I mean, I neglected my health, though the more I think about it, and I'm probably paying for it now. Those years were the more exciting years of using, too, now. I can take it or leave it. It seems anymore it always makes me feel very shitty. Besides not sleeping and eating, I always enjoyed getting high. I missed one thing. I lost my teeth. My teeth probably 1 or 2 years after daily use, but they were already R-worded looking and fucked from acid reflux. How old are you? So you have no teeth now? I haven't lost any teeth except two, and I used to have a lot. I just turned 31, been using since I was 20 or 21. I definitely used to use a fuck ton of a lot more too. Just constantly smoking throughout the day and always being around it. I'm very glad I didn't have any teeth anymore for a few reasons. Main reason was sometimes this pressure in my teeth would hurt so bad I'd punch holes in my door, lol. I haven't lost any teeth except two. I disagree, I'm a lot more articulate and intellectual than you are. You literally repeat yourself over and over and just copy what others say, and you suck at grammar while doing it. Says the meth head, self-proclaimed intellectual genius. And that comment is from the person who sold him the horse. OMG, you're still thinking about that comment? I must have hit a sore spot. You're actually so sad. You literally came back over a day later just to say this. Yes, genius. That's it. I'm bothered by a meth head loser. That's rich. And then you've got the rolling eyes face emoji. It's actually fascinating and sad to see your bizarre behavior in action. Since I've determined you're absolutely beyond help, it's become an amazing source of entertainment. You are bothered. That's why you came back a day later to prove my comment wrong. Get a life, woman. You probably treat your horses terribly. And then she's and then she says, "Is that what your purpose in life is all about? Hoping you can bother people? Is that why you were so intent on getting even with your roommate for leaving his candy and love note on the table that you actually killed his pet fish in the aquarium? To bother him? You're such a miserable person yourself. You believe that everyone else deserves to be as miserable as you, and you strive to make that happen? You actually believe that your stupid comments actually have the power to bother people? Wow, your delusions run at the level of diabolical." Alright, I think it's time to go back to the original thing. The original Best of Reddit updates post, because I want to see the rest. I'm really curious what's next. Ex-girlfriend won't give my items back that I left at her place. How can I get them back legally? March 3rd, 2024. My girlfriend left me a few weeks ago and hasn't responded to any texts or calls since then. The problem is that I have left multiple expensive items at her place and I need them back because I'm really tight financially. Yesterday I waited outside her dorms all day until I finally ran into her outside the building and demanded to get my stuff back. So he's stalking this girl, this teenage child. She's practically a child. She's he's stalking this teenage girl so he can get his stuff back. Okay, whatever. First of all, this wasted 10 hours of my day just because she wouldn't respond to texts or calls. Even worse, she said absolutely not because she originally had bought the items for me but wanted to keep them now that we're over. She's claiming that since she paid for them and they were left at my house, they're hers. It's extremely frustrating and I need the items. Will the police help me get into her dorm and take my items back? Or can I sue her? It's not like the items are worth thousands of dollars, but the few hundred I could pawn them off for would really help me right now. Wow, this guy just goes straight to suing, doesn't he? Usually I wouldn't care about a few $100s, but losing my job weeks ago has put me in a desperate position. She bought the items but gave them to me as gifts for my birthday and our 6-month anniversary. The items include an electric shaver, a nice pair of shoes, a backpack, and a pipe. It's funny because I bought her an iPad, a very expensive promise ring. I'm talking over $1,000, and a $300 makeup bag for a 6-month anniversary, but she also refuses to give that back. So what the fuck is wrong with this person? He's keeping score over gift giving. Okay. This is practically stealing. Is there anything I can do legally? Or do I have to solve this myself? Please let me know, guys. I'm in a real tight bind at the moment. Okay. We're going to the original post, obviously. And then. So this was posted in r/legal advice originally, and then the mod team took it down because your post may have been removed for the following reasons: possible trolling. Alrighty. Oh, okay. There's only one comment from someone who apparently is a quality contributor. You can sue her in small claims court. And then the OP responds, "How long will it take? How much cost will there be on my side of things? The items aren't worth over $1,000. Oh my god. I wish there had been more comments so we could have seen more from that, but whatever. That one comment was pretty interesting. And by the way, the guy who posted that comment had about 82 downvotes, and the the original poster had about 100 downvotes on his comment. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Unethical life pro tip request. Ate a noticeable amount of my roommate's tacos. What is a good strategy or lie to get out of taking responsibility for it? My roommate, oh, March 6th, 2024. My roommate cooked a lot of ground beef for his tacos last night and he had a lot of leftovers. He didn't offer me any even though I'm struggling to financially buy groceries right now. I'm sure he would have if you didn't kill his fucking fish, you asshole. I am not surprised he didn't offer me any because we don't get along, but he could have eaten them out of my sight and in his room. Jeez. Today, when he was gone, I helped myself to a taco because I knew he wouldn't notice a minuscule amount of ground beef gone. Well, the problem is that I couldn't help myself. I haven't had good food in forever, and I ate another 3 tacos. Now there is like 1/3 of the ground beef left, and it's noticeable. How can I make up an excuse for the missing ground beef without coming clean about eating it? My last resort is going to be to break the fridge shelf and then telling him that it broke when I was putting milk away and his taco meat fell on the ground then I threw it out while cleaning up. This is a last resort due to me not wanting to be a dick and break our fridge just to cover up my lie. What is any good lie or excuse or trick I can do to cover up that I ate his tacos? Admitting the truth is not an option, so don't suggest saying the truth. He will be home in about 5 to 6 hours, so please, for the love of God, give me ideas quick. Thank you. P.S. Do not suggest that I go buy ground beef, cook it, and replace it either. I do not have the money to be wasting money on groceries trying to cover up my lie. I would typically never do something like this, but I'm extremely down on my luck, and my roommate convinced the landlord not to renew my lease, so he kind of deserved this. A taco never hurt anybody. Alright. So I'm gonna go look at the comments of this post because oh my gosh, this has got to be amazing. Okay, oh my god, she's back. The woman who was talking to him about selling him the horse, she's back. And she says, so first you murdered the poor guy's pet fish on purpose in his aquarium, which is getting you evicted. You spent all your money on meth, and now you're stealing food from him? And you're back on Reddit looking for a good lie to tell him? You're unfucking believable. And then, he said, and then the response, are we sure he didn't spend it on a horse for his now ex-girlfriend who was totally really his girlfriend and not just some poor girl he was stalking and had built a whole relationship in his with? I am the seller of said horse. That transaction was cut off right from the start. I don't sell horses to meth addicts or to people who don't have the ability to care for the animal. And then there's an Imco post, so we're gonna go look at that because I want to see. Oh my gosh. No. Okay. Oh my god. It's the transcript of the messages. Oh my gosh. We're reading this. We're reading this immediately. Hey baby, if you have extra horses, can you please sell me one? What the fuck is wrong with you? You have no money, no job, no way to keep a horse. You'll kill it just like the fish. No, I'm not going to buy it yet, but we can do a payment plan once I get a job. No, you cannot afford any of the horses I have. These are extremely high-end show horses. They require professional handlers. I can figure it out. These are not horses even a person who rides regularly would ride. Why? And are you hot? What the fuck? Just stop. I'm not selling you a horse. Period. End of discussion. Oh my god. And top comment, nay means nay, OP. Oh my god, the transcripts. The and are you hot at the end cracked me up. OMG, right? Please. No offense, I hope you're making this up because god, this guy is a train wreck if not. I'm certainly not making this up. Those are actual screenshots of messages he sent me. Take a read through his post history. This is wild. There are things in his post history that will keep you up at night. Wow. Okay. I need a new comment thread. New comment thread. New comment thread. Oh my god, there's more. I looked at your profile hoping for dogs and was pleasantly surprised when I found horses! My favorite animal. I have both actually, English Mastiff doggies and horses. I never realized someone's awesomeness as quickly as I realized yours. The dogs, the horses dunking all over this methed out roommate guy. You're a hero. Thank you. Appreciate the kind words. I appreciate you and your role in this world. Wow, this shit is crazy. He's so delusional, but I guess that's the meth. Yeesh. Wow. You keep your foot on his neck. They jump in every thread he posts and absolutely obliterates him. You are the hero we need. Loving your responses. You forgot about stalking his teenage ex-girlfriend's dorm room to try to get gifts back. No, I don't forget anything. My memory is like a steel trap. I really love this woman who was going to You are my favorite person on Reddit. Please never stop. Which is crazy because meth is literally the cheapest drug ever. Is literally the cheapest drug ever. How would you know this? Are you doing it? No, no, I'm not. But I know a lot of people who are. I used to be addicted to heroin, but I've been clean for 3.5 years. Good job, man. Just keep working at it day by day. Don't overthink it and just remember how much better sober life is. You wouldn't know. You've you have commented nonstop on how you've been on a week-long bender. Stop acting like you're not the most pathetic and repulsive liar on Reddit. Your commitment to wasting your life and being online Reddit at all times is really admirable. Respect. Says the meth addicted pedophile whose only job is to sit on Reddit and whine like the useless man-child he is. Your weak ass insults don't affect any of us. You're such a loser. Oh, they affect you alright. That's why you respond to every comment I make. If it didn't affect you, why do you respond to every single one? And then the horse lady is back. Coming from someone who's never held a job longer than a year, nor had a normal adult relationship, a drug addict, and who was a loser in all aspects, in all respects, you have no room to criticize anyone. People respond to you because you make them angry, and rightfully so. Even my cousin who did meth and heroin constantly wasn't inherently a piece of shit like you. People loved him. Maybe some people love you, but it seems like mostly everyone doesn't because of how you fucking act. Because you're a useless walking skin tag that deserves to be called out on your BS. And I don't reply to every comment. I reply to most because you're such a dumb idiot. But then again, I don't care if I do. I have a career that allows me to spend my time as I wish, and that is holding you, a disgusting meth addicted pedo, accountable. LOL. You're only making a bigger embarrassment of yourself in every comment. The whole internet is laughing at you, and you're too stupid to see that. So, they do have an effect on you yet? On you then, either you don't know the definition of effect or you're lying again. Last time I responded to you, I exposed you as a liar so bad that you had to admit you were in the wrong. Please don't make me do it again. Admit that you don't know what the definition of effect is. LMAO, you exposed me as a liar? Dude, your pathetic and false reality is hilariously stupid. You didn't expose me. I had a misunderstanding with the notifications on Reddit and owned up to it immediately. I have accountability, unlike your bitch ass. You can't do shit. You are a walking skin tag that infects everyone's lives with your complete and utter BS. And no, your insults don't affect me. Your insistence on lying, being a grooming pedophile and abuser affects me. I do not let abusers get away with BS, and that's all you try to do on Reddit. So you admit that my insults actually do have an effect on you? Because you said they don't have any effect on you, yet you respond to everyone. Do you want me to tell you what the definition of effect is, and then I can tell you, and then I can describe how you're a liar? Or do you want to admit that you are wrong again? Choose option 1 or 2. Option 1 or 2. You know you're wrong again. I don't know how to get out of it. Come on, you respond to every single one of my comments. Hundreds and hundreds a day. Well, I ignore all of them, yet you can't respond to this one. You seem to beg for my attention all day, every day, so why aren't you responding? Oh, I know, it's 'cause you know you're wrong. Again! I respond to a lot of your comments. You don't post hundreds of comments a day, ass clown. But way to own up that you delete that many. And to be frank, there are dozens of us that reply to a ton of your BS because we want you to know we see you for the scum of the earth you are. You don't ignore them because you choose to lash out like the little baby man you are. You're upset people call you out. Deal with it. Edit, keep tattling and recording my comment and reporting my comments to try to get me banned. I don't care. There are so many that will ensure you're called out. It isn't just me, you're as sharp as a marble. I notice you didn't respond about option 1 or 2 because you know you're wrong. You also say you don't care about me, but then justify how much you respond to me by saying other people do it. You do it 10 times more than literally any other person. You stand alone as the most extreme obsessive stalker. I love how he uses that word when he's literally stalking a 19-year-old girl, a 19-year-old child. No one else even comes close to as weird as you are. I haven't reported a single comment of anybody's, or done anything remotely close to that. That's hilarious that other people are reporting your comments because you're genuinely unhinged. I've actually gotten a good amount of private messages from people talking about how insane you seem. Yeah, I'm gonna need receipts to believe that. LOL, I said option 3, shitstain. I care about you getting off Reddit, you infect it with your nonstop lying, and show the messages, you bitch ass. You never prove anything. I did reply, but we all know that you can't read and actively use ChatGPT. Again, you, a pedophile meth addict fish killer loser, calling me unhinged as a compliment. I appreciate that. Thank you for the kudos, bro. Keep giving everyone else endless fodder for their days. What the fuck? Your entire account is literally hundreds of this is another oh okay, this is responding to the guy that I just read, the comment that I just read. What the fuck? Your entire account is literally hundreds of posts of being absolutely obsessed with this guy. That's really fucking weird, bro. LOL, found another basic pathetic alt. No, I don't have hundreds of posts. I have 7 total. 3 officially from OP, 4 from a sad misogynist alt account. But again, I know reading comprehension isn't big on your priority list. I have lots of comments, as thousands of Redditors do. Ah, what just happened? No. Oh, okay. As thousands of Redditors do to hold him accountable and joking around with other Redditors about his or your endless BS and lies. But on the off chance that you're not one of his pathetic alt accounts, way to proudly display for all of Reddit that you are defending a known grooming pedophile meth addict on a week-long bender who also maliciously killed his roommate's fish. LOL, way to diss me because I am done with this walking skid marks BS. A 9-year-old Reddit account is an alt for a 3-year-old account. Bitch, if anything, I'd be the fucking main event. You're clearly not done with his BS because you seem to gobble it up at every chance you get, like a constant diarrhea stream straight into your mouth by a factory filled with lactose intolerant obese men while being force fed whole milk. This just gets better and better. Wow, using ChatGPT must be fun, no? And yay, so I'm a bitch too? Cool. A pedophile defender's opinion of me means nothing. Haha, there are dozens of us that call him out any chance we get, but sure act like it's just me. Your astonishing lack of intelligence and wherewithal is exceedingly obvious in your comments. Enjoy being an angry incel misogynistic ass clown alt, or not. You're too stupid to take seriously, lol. But sure, keep trying to sling your weak ass insults. Hilarious how transparent you're being. Edit! And you're really going to try and make fun of me for my Reddit use? Says the douche who's been on for 9 years and has endlessly bigoted, inane, pessimistic, misogynistic, and hate-filled comments in your profile. LOL, once again, keep digging. Oh my god, there's so much going on. Okay, wait. Oh my god. Alrighty. I think, sorry. Oh my gosh. Another, okay, there's another response to, I think, the original comment from the horse lady. The comment is from the horse lady, not the response. He ended up telling the dude he ate the food because someone died. What? This fucker cannot help himself. Wait, what? Oh my god. I love how on his original post, he said he didn't want to break the fridge. Actually, probably the only reason he didn't want to do that was because it affected him too. But he doesn't care about oh my gosh. OMG, he said his roommate bought him a train ticket to a funeral and now he's stranded. His poor roommate getting taken advantage of left and right. I'm just gonna say happy cake day to this person real quick because I noticed it's their Reddit anniversary. Oh my gosh. Huh. Oh, and his username is need my vape. Jeez, okay. Also, remember he got his girlfriend to pay for it and pick up her own birthday food. I will just say he doesn't really need the taco meat with how often you feed this troll, lol. I think first we should make sure OP stays away from teenagers. That's a bit too unethical. And then there is a deleted comment, and the horse girl replies, I think that ship has sailed, sunk with this guy, but knock yourself out. Your roommate cannot just get a break from you. First you kill his fucking fish on purpose, you said, and then deleted. Now you're eating all of his food. I wonder what else you subjected this poor man to that we aren't aware of. You're a selfish mooch with the impulse control of a fly. Please get professional help for your addiction to self-control and boundary issues, assuming your giant fucking ego will let you get that far. Your roommate is not the problem, and he isn't the one who convinced your landlord of anything. I am 500% sure your behavior did that for you. Here's a receipt for you. Oh my god, yes. There's a link. I cannot wait to see this. Oh my god. Oh, okay. It's just like another Oh, okay. It's just another link to the post of how he ruined his roommate's aquarium on purpose. And then someone says, how do you find these things? Because there is literally a subreddit now dedicated to this meth addict slash troll. It's 50-50 which one it actually is. It is oddly funny to watch this potential train wreck. And then there's a link to the subreddit. Um uh and then someone replies, this is probably going to ruin the fun. OP is delusional. Check out his post history. Dude thinks he can join the French Foreign Legion, but doesn't want to start as a private. He wants to skip to a commander or general of paratroopers or other special forces, essentially assuming there's a test to determine the more brilliant candidate so we can skip to the top. Oh, and he's not a morning person, so they'll totally accommodate that, right? Someone's brain has rotted from the meth he's totally managing with only weekend use. Good news! Once you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere left to go but up. Hopefully, the unethical part of your life is coming to an end. Please make a better life for yourself. I understand the situation, but anything else you do will only be worse. Just man up and remember this moment for the rest of your life. I can't. My lease ends in April. But if he tells the landlord about this, I could maybe get evicted. If I get evicted, I'm freaking homeless, dude. Honesty isn't an option, even though I'm typically an insanely honest person. It kills me to not tell the truth. It really does, but this is a one-time scenario. Dude, you lie about everything, and you've tried to steal money from trans kids. You have absolutely no shame, and I'm really looking forward to April. Okay, this I didn't know. Where did he post about Where did he post about stealing from trans kids? He made a post on the trans subreddit about wanting to run across Canada raise money for trans awareness and was essentially soliciting donations from members of that subreddit. He said he wanted all the donations to go to him directly so that he could then distribute them as he saw fit. Given the post history, he was going to use the money to buy more meth. Or, buy a fucking horse. I got the running across Canada part, but I missed the part where he was trying to scam trans people. Yikes. Yep, argued against people who offered to donate to the Trevor Project instead. Very clearly wanted the donations to be sent to him. That is absolutely disgusting. Bro. So I guess the Trevor Project is in support of like LGBTQ stuff. I I don't know enough about them, and I'm not about to. I'm gonna look them up real quick. What is the Trevor Project? This might have to be a three-part video because honestly, it's all going to become one part, so you guys are all going to see this as one, but okay, yeah. It's about supporting LGBTQ people, so you can actually donate to the Trevor Project. The Trevor Project is the leading suicide prevention and crisis intervention nonprofit organization for LGBTQ young people. LGBTQ plus young people. We provide information and support to LGBTQ plus young people 24/7 all year round. That's awesome. Yeah, and you can like donate to them, so that's pretty cool. Hmm. Ew. His meth-fueled antics are fun, but trying to steal money from trans kids is where I drew the line and have crossed over into absolute hatred. Yeah, and what's even sadder is I don't think this is a troll. If it is, it's been a crazy long dedication to the bit. Uh, wait, hang on. I missed a comment. I missed a really juicy comment. Hang on. Oh my gosh. Alright. Yeah, hang on. So the whole thing about the methathon, how about that? Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, he also doesn't think he needs to report those funds on his taxes. He does. So not only was he trying to scam people, but commit tax fraud as well. Oh my gosh. And then there's one of those shocked, blushing faces. He's soliciting donations from trans people to fund his marathon. You misspelled methathon? How about that? Excuse you, he has been clean and sober for years. He just smokes meth every weekend, like a sober person totally does. I've heard of California sober. I need a term for this type besides just not sober. Jeez. And then, horse girl is back. Even though I'm typically an insanely honest person, wowee, that's the whopper of the year, folks. And then someone replies, I like you. The prayer emoji explained it all. Stop being a garbage person. Even when I was addicted to opioids, I didn't steal and lie like this. It's subhuman. You're like an animal. Learn empathy. Fix yourself. True, but you definitely won't get evicted for breaking a shelf. And then the OP replies, finally, some sense and logic. I think you're a moron and don't want to contribute, but a landlord would have a much higher chance of evicting you for breaking property as opposed to taking food. If you can't pay for the shelf, you will get evicted early. Don't worry, I didn't break the shelf. I just made up a lie and covered it up. Jeez. You're stating that you're an insanely honest person while asking for tips on how to lie to your roommate for stealing his food. Wanting to break the fridge to hide your deceit, etc., is laughable. Literally laughing at you right now, not with you. You lie, you steal, have a drug problem, and think you're a downright honest person. Grow the fuck up, or at least leave your roommate and his stuff alone. It's not yours. Edit to add, if you end up homeless, that's your own doing, not your roommate's or landlord's fault that you messed up your living situation by being a dumbass. Eat the rest and then tell him his fish ate it. There's like no fish left in this household. That's the point. You use another horrible thing you did to get him so mad, he'll forget about the most recent shitty thing you did. I can't tell if this is absolutely a great idea or if it's sarcasm, but overall, I do want him mad. I do not want him mad. I want to be civil and stop being a complete asshat with no ounce of self-awareness. All right, we're done. Oh, and someone commented, "You're glad you killed multiple living creatures?" Yeah, I didn't read. There was more to the comment, but I didn't read it. I might go back later. Okay, I think we're gonna have to stop here because I really have to use the bathroom for one, and also I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go now, and I will come back tomorrow and try and finish this off, but this is absolutely turning into a multi-part series and it's insane. I've already done this is part 2, but I'm gonna have to do a part 3 now, but it'll all come together into one series, so when you guys watch the video, you can watch it straight through because I'm posting it as one, but I have to come back tomorrow. I can't finish it tonight because there's just so much shit going on, but I think we only have a few posts left. Anyway, good night. Okay, this time I made sure I had the story ready before I opened the camera and started recording. Um, so I'm going to finish this video, or at least attempt to finish this video. I have no idea how many more stories we have to go, but I think we have at least like 3 or 4. But I'm gonna try and get through them all and like going into the comments and stuff because I really want to deep dive into this story. And so far, it's taken over like well over 2 hours, and it's probably gonna be over 3 hours by the time it's finished. But I guess we'll see. And this is just gonna be one of those super long Reddit videos where I just have a bunch of where I just read one best of Reddit updates video like one best of Reddit update story just because it's so like much. It's an extremely long Reddit post with all these stories and stuff. So in the last one, he ate his roommate's tacos and was asking for advice on how to tell a lie to get out of it, and he ended up telling the roommate that someone died. I don't know how that excuses him eating the ground beef, but okay, let's see. I made up a terrible lie to get out. I made up a terrible lie yesterday to get out of a problem. I am going to make an intentional effort to always tell the truth, or at the very least, never tell a lie. And this is March 7th, 2024, which is one day after the, oh, of course, it says yesterday in the title. I should have known. Okay. Yesterday I had messed up pretty bad, and instead of taking responsibility for it, I made up an awful lie to get out of it. I've been feeling absolutely awful about it, and I've been racked with guilt. Why can't I just take ownership and accept my mistakes? Why do I need to make up a lie and compound my mistakes? Yes, the lie worked, and I'm out of the situation scot-free, but I need to change my lifestyle, and I need to change it now. I don't want to live in a world where people think it's okay to eat, where people think it's okay to lie just because it's easy or that's so toxic. How can I work on never telling a lie? I want to take a vow always telling the truth, or at the very least just keeping my mouth shut if I can't say the truth. Please give me advice on how I could hold myself accountable and always be honest. Is there any tricks, or do I just decide to do it? So, maybe you could start with telling your roommate that you intentionally killed his fish. And by the way, this isn't a thing I've just made up. There's like screenshots to a post. I'll try and remember to put one at the end. I hopefully I won't forget this time, but I will want to put a screenshot at the end about the post that has since been deleted on his like alt account about how he intentionally killed the roommate's fish under the guise of cleaning the tank. But I've seen several screenshots to this exact post. And now we're going to delve into the comments of this post, if we can. Hey, we can. And don't vow to do something you literally already had the chance to do, yet you are choosing not to. Every day you don't own up to the original lie, you are still living a lie. You can't be honest and truthful if you're living a lie. So to start, come clean and own up to your lie. I am changing today. Starting this morning, I need to make serious changes to my lifestyle and personality. I genuinely feel it. Doesn't count for shit when you lied yesterday and will continue to lie to your roommate. You can't change this morning while living a lie. Is your grief suddenly gonna go away? How will you answer your roommate if he asks how you're doing with grief? Which family member died? You can't live an honest life until you fix this lie. Otherwise, your words mean absolutely nothing. I told him what family member and made up how they died. I'm just not sharing that personal information on the internet. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut about it. And it's not like we are close or talk very much. So you're going to keep lying but think you are living an honest life. Say that again, but slowly. And then someone says, you lied about someone dying to get out of admitting you ate someone's tacos? What the fuck? You're not sharing private information about an imaginary death? That's hilarious. I don't understand what's funny. Just give me some space right now. I'm dealing with a lot. Oh my gosh. And then there's a deleted comment, and the mod team says, advice given that has the possibility of causing harm, which explains why the comment was deleted by the mods. You are the root cause of all this. That is correct. Bro, that doesn't matter. What he's saying is you're still lying. First, admit you lied. Apologize and compensate him for the food and money lost. That is the first step to change. Second, go to therapy. I genuinely am trying to help you. If you really feel bad and you really want to change, then that's what you need to do. Third, get off the meth. No, I'm going to admit that I lied about a family member dying. Oh, no way I'm going to admit that I lied about a family member dying. Do you realize how fucked up I look? Yes, as fucked up as you are, exactly as fucked up as you are. From now on, I will not lie, but I'm not gonna make up for my past sins. I'll make up for them by deciding to be better from now on. That's the sub we're in. Oh my gosh. He's like, oh, I'm not gonna admit that I lied about a family member dying. Do you realize how fucked up I look? Yes, yes, you will look exactly as fucked up as you are, you dumbass idiot. I think I'm gonna have to respond and link him to this video so that he sees it. Anyway, so But being better means making amends. No matter how much good you do in the future, that bad from your past remains. To start being better, you have to show that you're willing to own up to the wrongdoings of your past and fix them. Yeah, it would look fucked up, but a good person owns up to their actions and tries to make amends. So if you want to be a good person, that's where you'll start. And then someone replies to that, "You're never going to get through to this child dating meth head. He'll be back to killing fish, lying and stealing by about 2 p.m. tomorrow. Smoking meth, trying to buy a horse, stalking his ex-girlfriend." Oh, so you're hoping you can throw a new blanket over the rotting mattress and call it a whole new bed. That is not being better. The really funny thing is that this situation would have been a total nothing burger if you had just fessed up and spent $6 on a pound of ground beef. You fail to realize that your problems are caused not necessarily by your fuck-ups, but the lying and manipulation you use to badly cover those fuck-ups. So lying down on a rotting mattress with a fresh new blanket over it isn't better than just a rotting mattress? That's completely not true. I'd way rather sleep on the bed with a fresh new blanket. The point is that nothing meaningful has changed. The rot is still there. It still stinks. It's still making you sick. The blanket can only cover that for so long. Eventually, it's going to get dirty too, and you'll be back where you started. Refusing to deal with the fallout of your actions isn't making things better. It's hardcore denial. And then there was another comment where he says the exact same thing that we just read previously. So lying down on a rotting mattress with a functioning blanket, blah, blah, blah. This is actually a wonderful metaphor, and I'm glad you think it's so clever, even if you're wildly misapplying it. The person in this metaphor isn't you, it's the people affected by your lies. You're the rotting mattress, and unless you get rid of the rot, the lies you're currently living, you're going to continue doing harm to the person, even if you cover it up with a shiny new blanket. Wrong! Read lower. Someone else said something different. I'm the person who made the metaphor. Another user is correct in their interpretation. I had a slightly different one in mind when I made the comment, "You're the rotting mattress," but theirs still works, maybe even better than mine did. You want shallow surface level solutions for deep seated problems, but that's not actually helping you. The work of change is messy and uncomfortable and may not be gratifying, at least at first, but there is no way around it. You've got to own up to everything if you truly want to improve your life. Huh. What? At the base level, why does that make me wrong rather than the other person? Did you read it? You weren't understanding me, and your comment was illogical, to be honest. My analogy was a lot better. Read what? There are tons of people replying to you. How am I possibly supposed to know what you're referring to? Your argument is essentially, "Nuh-uh, I'm right," and you're calling other people illogical? Do I have that right? Horse meth dude. Puts carrots in oatmeal. I'm always right, and every decision I make is the correct choice. Yeah, who has carrots in their oatmeal? And not that I want to bash this guy's eating habits. If there's anything I'm gonna bash about this guy, the least of it would be his eating habits. I mean, I still think it's kind of weird, but I use stuff that's kind of weird. For example, I recently fell in love. Like, I think about, maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago, I found this thing online where you put green olives into your tuna salad and then you have a sandwich out of it. So I did that because I had green olives in the cupboard and I had and in case you're wondering why they were in the cupboard, I just hadn't opened them yet, and you can keep them in the cupboard if they're not opened. But anyway, I had tuna and I had green olives, so I mixed it all together, and I had a sandwich, and oh my god, it was amazing. Like, the taste, the texture, just all of it. I love it so much. It makes me so happy right now. So, that's my new favorite thing. Actually, no, it's my second new favorite thing. My first new favorite thing is my snake Yahtzee, who I haven't even gotten yet, but he's adorable. I put some posts in the community pages, so if you guys go to my community post, you can see that. And actually, there's also another community post with just a couple of pictures of me holding a snake who was at the expo, and he was at one of the there were a couple of booths of rescues there, like reptile rescues that were in the area, and yeah, one of them, and I held one of the snakes at one of the rescue booths, and I actually just gave them a little bit of money. Like, I reached into my purse and gave them some change. So this guy wants to be better, but he's not willing to make up for his mistakes in the past. Let me tell you guys a quick little story. When I was like I think like 16 or 17, or maybe it was when I was 19. I forget. I was a teenager. I was young and stupid, but I used to like steal money from my mom's purse. I was living with her, so it was easy to just like do it at night. I would do it really quietly. But she would always ask me why there was money missing in the morning, and I would be like, "Oh, I don't know." And she'd believe me because, I'm a kid, and of course she's gonna believe me because I had never given her any reason not to trust me in the past. But anyway, I used to steal money and then I would use it to like go buy candy at the store. And during the pandemic, I actually did come clean to her about it, and we like talked about it. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I owe you money and stuff." And she was like, "Oh no, don't worry about it," because she's like the best. So yeah, essentially that was what happened. But like, my point is, I owned up to my mistake. I made a stupid mistake because I was young and dumb and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing and I had trauma and blah blah blah. None of that is an excuse. I'm not saying it as an excuse. It's more of just an explanation for why I did what I did, even though it's pathetic. But like, I didn't really do anything. Anyway, no, because even though you may tell the truth from now on, you will still have to keep up with lies you've told prior to this, so in turn you are still lying. Even 12-step programs have you make amends, apologize for the fuck-ups and hope you've caused them, whether they forgive you or not, as that's the only way to truly move on. I don't do 12 step, I do one step. Step one, I have an iron will. And then there's a bunch of crying while laughing emojis. Thanks for the laugh. You will never change, but hey, it's entertaining to me, so please continue. It's entertaining. It's entertaining to all of us. And this is how you know this is a troll account farming for karma. Absolute dumbass. On Iron Will, you can't quit meth, and you couldn't control yourself from eating half your roommate's food without his permission. You apparently have no willpower. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Buddy, he already knows how fucked up you are. Might as well admit it to yourself so we can all move on with our lives. This was the least convincing comment I've ever read. Well, you did kill his fish, and he won't renew your lease, so he probably already knows. It seems like a waste of energy to pretend to be better if you're not actually going to be any better. So, you will never change and can't change. Also, that's putting terrible karma into the world. Which of your close family members are you ready to lose because you had to jinx it? Oh my god, that's so true. Like, what if he was like, "Oh yeah, one of my family members died," and then like a couple of days later, you actually lose one of your family members. Oh my god, that's one of the absolute worst things to lie about. First of all, how does lying about a family member dying um get you out of eating ground beef? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. What is even the connection there? Like, oh, you were so deep in grief that you couldn't stop yourself from eating his tacos? Oh, okay, whatever. I don't. It's pathetic, but I don't know. It's probably what you did because you're a fucking idiot. But anyway, um, regardless, yeah. Also, sorry, I'm just thinking of there was something else I was gonna say. Yeah, he would feel really awful if he actually lost one of his family members. Like, why would you lie about that? That's one of the absolute worst things you could lie about. Like, that's something you would actually be super upset about if it happened. Or I don't know, maybe this guy wouldn't because he just sucks ass all around. Or, he's lying and trolling, and none of this is real. I'm still aware, there's a pretty good chance that none of this is real and this is all just a troll account, but I'm reading it anyway, and I'm just gonna pretend like it's real because it's so spectacularly ridiculous. Start with, "Hey roommate, I lied to you yesterday. I was low on funds and ate your ground beef without asking and then lied about it. I am truly sorry and will work to pay you back for the food as well as earn your trust back. I woke up today feeling terribly guilty, and know this can only begin to repair the trust lost between us." No! Horsewoman! She's here! I think you would be amazed at the support you would receive if you could improve yourself. Personal growth is hard work. Recognizing your failures and shortcomings is part of step one. Admitting them is the biggest part of that step. Congratulations, I mean that sincerely. In order to truly become an honest person, you have to emerge from your lies. The only way to do that is to confess them, offer restitution if appropriate, apologize, and ask for forgiveness. This is painful and, yes, shameful, but you must feel the pain and the shame in order for real growth to occur. Without feeling the pain and experiencing the shame, real change is impossible. You have to experience this from the person you hurt, not just your internal sorrow and shame. Allow this person to express their anger, disappointment, and sadness to you. You need to see and feel what you have caused to another individual. You cannot argue back against this pain, or claim their feelings are invalid. You just need to listen and accept that you did this to them and you caused this pain, no matter if you agree or not. It's in this place that change occurs and real growth begins. In the future, when you are in a situation where you have a choice to lie or tell the truth, just stop. Think before you say or do anything. If you're feeling uncomfortable, walk away. Say, I don't know, I need a minute. Then go and gather your thoughts. Try and remember that honesty is always best. It may not feel the best in that moment, but the lie only prolongs the misery and gets you into further trouble. Most people will claim in the early stages of change that they know by how uncomfortable it is to tell the truth. This may work for you too. If one choice is really uncomfortable, that's likely the right choice. Please also consider going back to residential treatment for substance abuse. Nothing will get better until you get the drugs and the alcohol out of your life for good. You'll have 3 meals a day, a place to sleep, and have a chance to get your life on track. You need to do this. And then, of course, the OP responds, but we're going to read this other response first. What a kind, empathetic, thoughtful, and overall very helpful comment made. Will he learn anything from it? Nope. Thank you. You and me have grown so close lately. I love your support. I feel warm from your messages. I don't need treatment for narcotics, though. I just don't want to lie anymore, and I won't. I swear on it. I am not coming clean to my roommate, though. That is out of the question. I will live with the regret and shame I feel, and I will have to bear it like the soldier I am. I can do it, though. Don't worry about me. I'm tough enough for it. Thank you, though. Feel free to message me whenever. Look, you would have my support if I saw genuine effort put forth by you. This isn't it. By clinging to the lie of the dead relative, you are setting yourself up where you will have to continue lying. This won't work. Until you come to the realization that you do have a very serious problem with drugs and alcohol, trying to improve anything is pointless. What could I do to gain your support that doesn't include me coming clean? Just tell me what and I'll do it. And then Horse Horse Lady responds, be a better 1, be a better human. 2, stop all lying. 3, stop using drugs. 4, stop drinking. 5, get a job. 6, pay your court fine. 7, go to treatment. 8, go to therapy. 9, stop harassing your ex-girlfriend. Yes, that's a big one. 10, be responsible. 11, grow up. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 10 and 11 done already. Working on 4 and 5 diligently, and 7 and 8 are only affordable for people with privilege. I assume you're projecting your privilege on me, thinking I can afford that. You just came off a 4-day meth bender. You're not clean. Don't even try lying to me about this. I have the receipts and I'll blast you with them. Treatment is free. It's not for only the privileged in Canada. You're skating on the edge of a lie here. I'm American, and even here you can be destitute and easily get treatment. And then Mystery Man and then the original poster comments a face with a mustache and glasses and big eyebrows. I don't know. Jesus, you're so delusional of just how big of a piece of shit you are. You can't work on being a better person when you overdose and end up dead, dude. Seriously, get clean. This is killing you. And then someone says, "You broke number 2 already." Wait, what was number 2 again? I have to remind myself. Oh, stop all lying. Yeah, you did. You did. By not coming clean, you're continuing to be dishonest, therefore you're not actually improving as a person. Replace the fish to start. Okay. So, if your roommate were to come to you and ask about the dead relative you told him about, would you tell him the truth that you lied? Remember, you have committed to not lying from today onwards, or would you continue the lie, thereby breaking your vow to never lie again from today onwards? Because if your plan is to continue the lie about the dead relative, you're already not doing the thing you vowed to do from now on, which is tell the truth. Same with all your previous lies. You can't continue them if they come up again after today because you have decided to change and made a vow not to lie anymore. And then obviously, OP replies to this. Okay, let me rephrase. I hereby declare to not utter any new lies for the rest of my life. Lies that are already in the atmosphere will have to continue. To admit to all the lies I've told family members, friends, and my ex-girlfriend will be like social suicide, bud. It can't happen. First of all, I hate that phrase for some pretty obvious reasons. And the phrase social suicide, that's what I'm talking about. That phrase needs to freaking die off. Anyways, but no, the lies that are already in the atmosphere will have to continue, blah blah blah. But also, if you're gonna be doing social that by telling the truth, then there was this phrase that it was like a quote that I really really love. If it can be destroyed by the truth, it deserves to be destroyed by the truth. I really love that quote. I can't remember where I saw it first. I might have just seen it when I was looking stuff up online, like looking up random pictures online. I don't know, but I really love it, and I I might get it tattooed on me at some point, but yeah, if I really think about it and decide I really want to, but I do have other ideas that I want to do more, like getting a tattoo that's meaningful about Dasher. That's gonna be my first one, by the way. And I'm actually hoping to get it done this Christmas because by the summer I'm gonna have my snake, so I won't have to worry about saving for that anymore. So I can focus on my tattoo. And I'm actually gonna send some designs on Jason. Gonna also send some designs to the tattoo guy, Jason, who works at the tattoo shop where I'm planning to get my tattoo done, like the tattoo shop that I live right next to. So I'm gonna send him some designs and get his ideas and like also just get some pricing from him and stuff. So I know like the prices and stuff. And I feel like getting something a lot more simple. Like, all of the designs I have in mind are pretty simple and are just black and white tattoos. And doing something like that is gonna be a lot easier than doing, like, the yin and yang for my rats that I was planning. I want a tattoo of both my rats, but I want them, like, in color. I mean, Nibbles was black and white, so that'll be easy, but Mocha was gray, so I want them, like, basically in color, but in a yin and yang thing, like yin and yang, like how you do, but they're gonna be like yin and yang together, like in that. I hope I'm explaining it well enough. Well, then you haven't really done anything meaningful to change. Part of change like this is owning up to past mistakes. That's why things like 12-step programs and restorative justice includes a section on atoning for past mistakes or making amends. It's an essential part of meaningful change. Unless you are willing to do that, you're just making empty promises. Why is me making a step in the right direction getting criticism? This feels toxic and gaslighty. Oof. It's not a step in the right direction if you will continue your past lies. It's performing being a person who is truthful, not actually being a person that is truthful. At best, you're not stepping in any direction at all because you aren't doing anything new. Being truthful isn't a shade of gray. To be truthful, you have to tell the truth all the time, not just when it's convenient for you or when you won't suffer consequences for it. I will be doing something new from now and for the rest of my life, though, by not lying. Can you admit that's positive? But you said you were going to keep lying about some things? I can't time travel and not say things, so I don't know what you want me to possibly do. But you will continue to lie if it comes to a lie you've already told. So no, you're still a liar at heart. I want to see more of this thread. Okay, I can't time travel and not say things, so I don't know what you want me to possibly do. Every single time you say the old lie again or willingly maintain it in any way, it becomes a new lie. You can't change having said it in the past, but you can change telling the same lie in the future. Stop that. Dang it. You don't make the rules on honesty. Stop gatekeeping. It's literally basic logic. You are in denial. Okay, anyway, I think we're done with this. Oh my god, there's so many freaking comments. I want to read them all, but I can't. I might just make another video where I have to go deep into the comments of these posts. Like I might make a part 2 of this where I kind of dive deep into the comments of this post. Let me know, you guys. Should I send the OP of all these posts a link to this video just to show him, like, how ridiculous this is? And again, I know he's probably just trolling, but I don't know. I really want to send him a link to this video just so we can see, like, how ridiculous. I mean, I'm guessing this video isn't going to teach him anything. Either he's a troll and he's just doing this for attention, so, and if anything, this video is going to feed into that, or he's actually this crazy and stupid and messed up and doesn't actually realize that he's doing anything wrong, and he's going to just continue doing wrong things and not learn anything from this video regardless. But I still want to send him a link to this video just so he can see it, because I think it would be fucking hilarious. And maybe I'll get a good reaction out of him. Like, maybe if I send him the link to this video, he'll give me some, I don't know, really long post about how none of the stuff in this video is true and he's actually a good person and he's not a stalker or a pedophile or any of the stuff that I said. Even though he literally is. Anyways, I will send a link to this Reddit community, and I just went through it. What I've read is horrifying if it reflects the state of our society. March 7th, 2024. You guys are disgusting. This is like a pack of vultures picking at a great blue whale while it's still alive and swimming. It can't come up for air because every time it does, it gets bombarded by the sadistic vultures. Seriously, what the fuck? Pardon my language, but I don't give a fuck right now. You guys made a subreddit to insult me behind my back, and you named it Meth Horse Guy? Holy shit, you're idiots. I inquired about purchasing a horse for another person, and somehow this is a point of laughter? Don't even get me started on the comments about meth. People like you are the reason addicts relapse. Yes, we are responsible for your choices in life. I don't go outside of the gym and yell fat ass at every person walking into the gym because I'm a good person. Yeah, okay, keep thinking that. But judging by the subreddit, there isn't many people like us left out there. I'd love to see how bad you guys would look if there was someone writing down and keeping track of everything you said, and then throwing it back in your face anytime you made a little mistake. Still better than you, bud. Still much better than you. I mean, I've done a lot of shit in my life, but I've never been a pedophile who stalked an 18/19-year-old girl. I've never tried to put a $500 payment down on an 80,000 horse. I've never done drugs. I've never purposely killed someone's fish under the guise of cleaning the tank. I mean, I don't even give pet advice to my sister when I know she's taking bad care of her pets, which she is, but like, I can't say anything to her because she'll just yell in my face and not give a shit. She'll be like, "Oh, I take good care of my pets." I don't care what you say, but whatever. But like, I leave her alone about her pets, I'm saying. I would like to say something. I would like to take care of her pets for her, but I don't because it's not my place. Anyway, have I been my best self lately? No, I haven't, but I just got out of a verbally abusive relationship. Are you talking about the child the 19-year-old girl that you stalked and were a pedophile to and were grooming since she was 13? Jesus Christ, man. No, I haven't, but I just got out of a verbally abusive relationship and I'm still trying to get my mind right. Seeing an entire subreddit dedicated to making you look bad through paraphrasing and photoshopping doesn't help a person's mental health. Have I done meth before? Yes. Have I done it recently? Once or twice due to the harassment from people on this platform. Once again, you're responsible for your fucking life choices. If you choose to do meth, that is on you. If I choose to do meth, if I choose to do drugs, I can't be like, oh, well, they made me do it because they were harassing me on Reddit. And, like, I don't give a shit what people say about me on the internet. If someone wants to make an entire subreddit about the stupid things I post, go right ahead. I will gladly read it on my channel as well because I like to laugh at myself, actually. I literally tried raising money for trans awareness and I was banned and attacked from all sides. What the fuck, people? You cannot be serious right now. What sort of good person would do that? I only ended up getting $120 from e-transfer donations, which very, strangely, I don't remember the word. Coincidentally, coincidentally, $120 is the exact price of my snake. From e-transfer donations before I had to cancel the event because of how many death threats I got for it. I guess transphobia is still alive and well today. Hashtag vote Liberator Green Party. To address the alt account situation that I've seen many times, no, I do not run a misogynistic alt account. I find that hilarious because one of my life goals is actually to support a woman become a president of the United States of America. That's how highly I think of women, and honestly, I wouldn't mind if she was bisexual or lesbian, so that the LGBTQ plus community could also get some representation in positions of leadership. There are so many barriers for minorities, the queer community, and for women. I will devote so much time and effort into tearing those barriers down. I will put my life on the line. Yesterday, I committed to never lying again, and today I will add on to that commitment by adding in that I will get clean within the week, and I will apply to work for the Liberal Party in Alberta. I don't get how you guys see me as the bad guy and you guys as the good guys. This is like a bunch of nerdy high school girls hating on the popular attractive girl. Look in the mirror, people. Look in the mirror. I am doing good. What do you guys have to possibly show for it? You're creating more and more barriers for minorities and women, and it's sickening. Last thing I'll address, Global Radio, Blasphemous, and JVNT have followed me into every sub I've ever commented in and have caused drama and reported me to the moderators. Just recently, I got a message from Nature is Fucking Lit that I was permanently banned because of Global Radio. I have the screenshots. Now they are looking into my account for a permanent ban. I hope you three are happy. You guys just got a person banned for fighting for trans rights, supporting the environment, and promoting women into positions of power. That's right, I've been supporting women behind the scenes without posting about it, because I didn't want to be called a hero or get any praise for it. No one's calling you a hero, no one's praising you, trust me. I wish my account got banned before I saw this, because after reading all this, I have no faith in humanity. Zero, and I've lost motivation to fight for the underdogs. I seriously don't get how people can be so awful, but then I remember that Jesus Christ was nailed to a fucking cross and left to die by other humans. What the fuck? Okay, that was for a good reason. He wanted that, okay? If he didn't, he wouldn't have carried his own cross to the place where he was supposed to nail it up and done that, okay? He died for our sins. I mean, willingly. He was probably pretty upset because, he had to be nailed to a cross and left there to die and shit. But yeah, that was fucked up. But then he was resurrected like 3 days later, so it was fine. Okay? Anyway, I am in no way, shape, or form Jesus Christ as I devotedly follow him, but I am just commenting on the brutality of human nature. P.S. My name isn't Methaneil. I don't know if it's a play on words or if one of you idiots so-weed a false rumor. So-weed? S-O-R-E-A-D, and it's made into one word. I don't know what the fuck it is. Oh, spread a false rumor, which has been done countless times. That reminds me, whoever has said that they have seen my comment lying, saying, I met my ex when she was 13, is blatantly lying for attention. I didn't even meet her until she was 18, let alone woo and then seduce. Falsely accusing someone of such a heinous act makes you guys as bad as false rape accusers. Okay, well, I guess I'm as bad as a false rape accuser. Oh no. I'm sorry, people. How could I? I'm so terrible. Hand on heart. How terrible a person am I? I must fade away into the darkness. Anyway. Maybe if you were one of those people, grow up a little, will you? Maybe get offline and try to do something productive in the real world. Fuck you all. This has been the worst month of my life, and this subreddit was the cherry on top. Or should I say the nail in the coffin? And I hope you guys realize it's possible to Photoshop comment screenshots. A lot of this stuff I'm seeing is completely fabricated, and you idiots fall for everything you see. And then OOP included 5 pictures. Picture 1, Terry Fox. Picture 2, a gay pride flag. Picture 3, Terry Fox again. Picture 4, a green earth. Picture 5, former U.S. Secretary of State and Senator Hillary Clinton. This is a repost of I am not the OOP. Yeah, okay. Let's see. OOP is a rolling nexus of chaos, a methed up force of nature. I'm in awe. He is very methodical with every step of his life. He's just a honeybee that deserves his perfect tulip, not a disgusting, wretched Venus flytrap. Ugh, I threw up in my mouth at the line about being the first bug too. Nope, can't even type that lie out. Excuse me, I need to go take a shower. He's a majestic great blue whale as well, lest we forget. Well, he did eat all the chocolate cake and 2/3 of the tacos, so I can believe the whale part. I completely forgot that the first story was about him eating the chocolate cake. But I do want to mention really quickly that the whole trans thing was about basically he was wanting to get the money directly to him so he could disperse it appropriately. And when people offered to like donate to the Trevor Project, which is for LGBTQ rights and in support of LGBTQ, like trying to stop LGBTQ plus suicide and stuff, like they're there for serious issues, I guess. Sorry, I read the whole thing. You can go back in the video and see where I read it, but I did read it, and I read off what the Trevor Project is about. But he refused those donations to the Trevor Project. So I'm actually gonna plug this really quickly. So if you guys want to donate to an actual LGBTQ plus cause, go donate to the Trevor Project. I don't have enough money to do so at the moment. I might donate later if I'm able to get money. Like I might donate. Yeah, I might donate something later if I can, but for now, even if it's just a few bucks, please, if you care about LGBTQ rights and you have like a few extra bucks, please donate to the Trevor Project. I want to say that. I'm saying that for me, and I'm saying that for my sister, who is also trans. I'm not trans, I'm non-binary, but I want to say that for my sister, who is trans. So please donate to a proper LGBTQ charity, such as the Trevor Project, or anything else, anything, any like actual charity. But I'm literally I am plugging the Trevor Project because that's the one that I recently read about that people are trying to offer to give donations to. So go donate there or to another LGBTQ plus charity. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. I do want to read through a lot of these comments, but I actually want to go back up so I can see the actual comments about this community. Okay, so yeah. Okay, we're at the post where you were sent a link to the Reddit community, blah blah blah, and he is really upset about it. Too long, didn't read. Meth, 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 meth. Yeah, definitely getting some the weekend started early vibes. Oh, this was only 11 days ago. Wow, okay. Wow, that's crazy. Hillary Clinton at the end got me so bad, lol. I legit cackled. Same. Right, so random. Then I read his post, and I guess he supported her for president of not his country, so that makes him woke or something. You're giving him a lot more credit than I am. I figured you just Google image search woman president and included the very first result. Oh, I'm sure there's at least a 50% chance that's exactly what he did and had no idea what her name was. Hell, you might think she was actually president. Alright, hang on. I just have to wipe my nose. I'll be right back with you. I'm just dealing with this because I'm getting a little drippy right now. And I did go to the movies today and shower and all kinds of stuff, like before I made this video. I also did take my pills before I started making this video. It is currently 9:43 p.m. and I took my pills at 9 o'clock. So, anyways, this isn't news to you. You have posted on this thread before, so cut the crap. Dude, you are hilarious. If you're a troll, it's brilliant. If this is your reality, you are far beyond hope from any mere mortal. Holy crap! Show me that I've been in this before. Show me a single time I've posted in this before. What's up with you and a bunch of other cretins lying constantly? It's fucking weird. I'll send you all the money I made if you can show a single shred of evidence that I've posted in here before. I seriously don't get the point about blatantly lying about that. Like, is lying a way for you to get your rocks off? I can't find it, so I will withdraw the claim. You are still my favorite meth horse guy on this site. Adventures of Methaneil. Attention, attention, ding, ding, ding! And then there's a bunch of alarms and exclamation marks. I am right, and this user is wrong. I repeat, I have been proven right, and this guy has admitted he's wrong. This has happened multiple times when someone tries to butt heads with me intellectually. Let this be a warning to you all. If you talk about something you don't know about, then you will be publicly embarrassed and intellectually outmaneuvered by me. It's happened countless times, and I have screenshots as evidence, so don't delete your comment, buddy. How's the French Foreign Legion recruitment going? Oh, and then there's a deleted comment, and it says direct harassment of Meth Voice Guy violates the rules of the subreddit. If you see him, be civil. Oh no. And someone oh my god, someone links to a post from r/meth. Looks like Fetty to me, but any help would be nice before I die. And then the OP responds, don't take pills, just smoke it. Tip, use olive oil instead of water. Meth will absolve into the water, but olive oil doesn't. You get so much higher using it. I'm literally off my fucking rocker right now. Like, this is hitting me like a semi. I probably won't need to take another hit all day. Oh my gosh. Apparently so. I seen that as well and screenshotted it too. And then there's something else about, oh, and there's another deleted comment. Do not directly harass Meth Voice Guy, blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Uh, there's a bunch of deleted comments because direct harassment of Meth Voice Guy is against the rules of the subreddit, which I kind of appreciate. You know, like, he isn't the best guy, but like, yeah, still be civil to people. Sorry, someone just sent me a bunch of pictures all at once of their babies. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my god, they have sugar gliders. Whoa. Oh my god, they're so cute. Wait. Oh, he's so cute. Oh my gosh. Aw. So there's like sugar gliders and birds and geckos, and they have a bunch of cute little babies. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's beautiful. Oh my gosh. By the way, I'm going to a rescue. Like I said, there were a couple of reptile rescues at the expo. So when I'm ready to get a ball python, like when I'm in subsidized housing and I have room for a bigger tank or something, I do plan to get a ball python. And I am gonna get I'm gonna get one from the reptile rescue because they were only $50 for one of the rescue pythons, and they need homes and they have ball pythons like all the time. They also had a few crested geckos that were really cute. Anyway, going back to Reddit. Okay. I kind of want to go to the Meth Voice Guy subreddit and see like what it actually is. Hang on. I'm like super curious. Okay. Yes, Meth Voice Guy. Oh my god, you can I'm joining the subreddit. Okay, hang on. I have to see if I can find the boop boop. Okay, hang on. Okay. No, man. He's off meth, guys, after one last hit, of course, and then, just got a job, time to throw away the entire stash and move on for good. And there's a picture of him throwing his meth into the toilet. Okay, what the fuck? Okay, so you know the whole thing with the roommate's fish that he killed them? And now, apparently, he's getting his roommate's fish an autopsy report on cause of death. Has to be a troll, capiche? Did you ever pay back your ex-roommate for all his fish you killed? Or for the food he stole? Are you planning on doing so? Me and my roommate has dealt with the food issue. He forgave me once I confessed to him that I ate it. Well, at least you did that. As for the fish, I have sent in a request to the National Fish and Wildlife Forensic Lab for testing on their cause of death. When it comes back that they died of ick, then I want an apology from you and every other fish fetish freak on this platform. Capiche? Fish fetish freak. Okay. And the first comment is that the picture of that UFO with the words I want to believe under it. I love that. Oh my gosh. Does he mean the Alberta Wildlife Forensic Laboratory, which deals with poaching and other crimes against wildlife? He only forgave him about the tacos because he invented a death. LMAO. Where did he say that? In the comments to this post, and then he links to the post we already read. After he ate the tacos, he admitted in that thread that he told his roommate one of the relatives died, so he ate his tacos because he was upset, and the roommate forgave him. Grief tacos! Oh my god. No. Oh my god. Okay, so you know how there's like various flares that you can have in certain subreddits? One of the flares that's in this, that the person who said grief tacos, their flare is step one, have an iron will. That's hilarious. No, I have to find out what all the flares are. Okay, hang on. Oh my gosh, I have to know what the flares are. Okay, hang on. There's literally no way this dude isn't a troll. Hmm, hang on. Okay, let me just change user flare. Okay, the flares are his roommate's fish tank, carrots and oatmeal, meth on weekends only, I ate the tacos, the young and the methless, no way. Step 1, have an iron will, leech, which has sucked onto my buttocks? Where the fuck was that? Wait. Oh my gosh, no, hang on. Ugh. Can someone give me context as to what this guy has done? Have a read of his best of Redditor updates. It's a mess, and best of Redditor updates post is going to be the best summary. Just please don't do what some other users have done and follow him around to other posts. It's going to ruin the fun of everything if people like that get the sub in trouble for brigading. Okay, what the F? No. Uh, yes. Oh my gosh. Huh, I'm in trouble. Hey guys, I was banned from r/meth and got a warning from Reddit because I harassed Methaneil just because I stated a few truths when he said people were jealous haters because he was better off than us. Edit, okay, this isn't Am I the Asshole, and I still accept my judgment. I was a jerk, and I deserve the ban. Normally, I just go out to other after I see something posted here, just to see the comments, but sometimes Nathaniel makes me so aggravated that I comment before I think. No excuses, I was wrong, especially since I risked this whole sub. I will confine my comments to here in the future. Thanks to everyone for giving me a reality check. Imagine getting banned from r/meth and thinking you're not the problem. A cliff note in the saga, I'm here for it. Ugh. Okay. Brigading is a ban-worthy offense. That's why people recommend to not follow him to other subreddits. Can I follow him just to see how stupid he's being and then comment here? If you want, that doesn't break any rules as far as I know, but I would double check site-wide and subreddit-specific rules before doing that. I figure that since other people have already posted have actually posted screenshots of his posts on other subs, it would be okay. You are allowed to look, but don't touch the poo. You're also allowed to screenshot and post it here, as long as you didn't interact at all in the original post. You're also allowed to comment if you naturally come across one of his comments. I frequent the relationship and bad roommate sub, so I've naturally come across his stuff and interacted, but didn't come here and talk about it as that would be considered brigading. Okay. Anyway. Boop boop. Okay. Hmm. But sometimes Nathaniel makes me so aggravated that I comment before I think. Sometimes we just need to put the phone down and take a little internet break. Shit isn't so serious, homie. Exactly. LMAO, y'all harassing and brigading. Brigading will get the sub shut down, so stop doing it. Staying away from or out of a sub called meth is usually the rational choice. Are we supposed to feel sympathy for you choosing to brigade and then getting consequences for your choices? Too fucking bad. FAFO. I have no idea what FAFO means. Okay, did you know you have a right to cancel when you're banned from drug subreddits? Please contact 1-800 IDGIF, which is I don't give a fuck, at the time that is least convenient to you to learn about your rights. Then please delete Reddit forever and leave the internet. Oh my gosh, no. He's changed his profile picture to Jesus on a cross and I almost spat my coffee. What the fuck? Oh my god, hang on. His profile says, I'm a hard-working individual who has lots of love to give out to the world and those around him. Move out of my way. I'm here to change the world for the better. Oh man. Okay. Dang. I don't want to brag, but oh my gosh. Haha, the OP followed him. No. People are calling this guy a pedophile. Is there any statements he made that support that? I mean, yeah, 33 versus 18 is bad, but it's legal and certainly not pedophilia. Edit, for those of you downvoting me, I'm a survivor of childhood sexual abuse. Pedophile is a heavy word to throw around, and if we want to be really technical, him being with a teenager, if it happened, he'd be a hebophile or hebophile. I don't know what the fuck that means. I saw one of I saw one of the first posts he made on here way back when all this started about buying his girlfriend a horse. Yeah. If my memory serves correct, he said his girlfriend was 18, and in the comments he said he'd been with her for 3 years. Mind you, this is from memory, so I'm not saying categorically this is what happened, just that this is what I remember. He has said he's been with her for less than a year before. Not sure if he changed the story at some point or not. We all know he doesn't keep his lies straight. I provided ages in this post because it doesn't make sense without the ages, and it's literally because we make such a good team. We just choose to ignore each other's ages. And obviously it's legal. Why are you being so judgmental and gaslighting? Uh, how long have you been together? Less than a year. Why? Who knows? This reminds me of this bit I saw on YouTube. A comedian basically said, if you like teenage boys or girls, you're not a pedophile, you're an ebedophile. But when I explain this to people, I sound like a pedophile. He made it funny, probably phrased it better than I did. Haha. Well, yes, if this happened, he's definitely a predator and a groomer. Honestly, I personally think someone over the age of 30 who targets teenage girls is a predator, period. That's just my opinion. It really makes you wonder why they don't date people their own age. I'm younger than him, and it is disgusting. 18 is so young. Technically 18 is still a child, and I honestly think we need to increase like the age. Like if you think about it, at 8 your brain isn't really fully developed until you're like what, 25? I think at 18 your brain is still so underdeveloped. And when you're dating a 33-year-old, you're like at really different stages in your life. Now, I'm not saying being with someone who's of legal age is wrong per se. Like it honestly depends on the situation, but I feel like it's one of those situations where it's just easy to take advantage of people because their brain isn't fully developed and they're too young and they're not really making rational choices. I know when I was 18 and 19, I didn't make rational choices. I mean, I make a lot more rational choices now. I still have trouble with stuff sometimes, but also I have autism and childhood trauma that probably stunted the growth of my brain and stuff. But like I'm just saying with a normal 18-year-old, I don't know, it's like a really complicated situation, but I feel like we need to change the age of consent to be like, I don't know, 21. Because if you think about it, a girl who can't even drink yet, I don't know. It's weird. Okay. It's 10 o'clock p.m. I would love to keep going around on here. Um, okay, boop, boop, boop. Anyway, oh my gosh. Okay, Friends, fish serial killer. That's his that's the flair for this post. I've noticed in Methaneil's most recent barrage of comments, he has started referring to everyone as my friend. I don't know about you, but I don't think that's very stoic. I saw this and thought he was now on a friend's meth binge. How is everyone on how is referring to people online as friends not stoic? It's neither stoic nor not stoic. People are desperately looking for secret codes in everything this guy posts. I've seen you comment on multiple posts just being a prick to people. Why are you in this sub? Sorry I'm not bringing the level of politeness you expect from a sub literally dedicated to making fun of a specific person. No, really, you've been a condescending twit to people for no real reason. Yeah, you're right, sorry. And then one of the mods says, keep it fun or get your butt kicked. Peace and meth. Sorry, meth mod. Okay. And then a deleted comment. Be civil to other users in the subreddit. Yes, please. He doesn't know what a stoic is. Stoics wouldn't use meth, for instance. Alright, it's 10 p.m. I will definitely keep doing this and going around in these posts and stuff. I think what I'm going to do for this video is post it on the Meth Voice Guy subreddit. I think that's the best thing that I can do. Hang on. 3.2 thousand members. Oh my gosh. Documenting the misadventures of our favorite meth using 18-year-old girl dating fish killing wannabe horse owner. Okay. Don't. Oh shit. One of the users is don't tag or DM meth voice guy. Man, I mean one of the rules of the sub. So one of the rules of the sub is don't tag or DM meth voice guy. Damn. Okay, fine. Well, I guess I can't tag him in the video then, which freaking sucks because that was kind of the whole point. I mean, I could probably send it in a comment. I don't know. I don't really want to get. I don't know. I don't want to get banned from the sub. I mean, if I get. I mean, uh, I realistically, I don't know. Whatever. No spam. The same post doesn't need to be reposted over and over. Okay, I think my best shot is to post this video in the sub. Hopefully that doesn't count as harassment. I just want to but this video isn't made to harass this guy. It's just made because I really enjoy doing these Reddit videos, and just know I'm never harassing anyone in these videos. That's not the point of why I made the video. It's just because it's fun to read these things, and it's also why I don't show usernames specifically. So I'm gonna attempt to share this video on the Meth Horse Guy subreddit. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble for it. If I do, then whatever. If I do, then I guess I'll just deal with it then. But hopefully, I don't get called out for harassment. But if I do, then I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go because it's 10 o'clock at night. But I'm finally finished this video. I'm gonna upload it tonight. Either way, I love each and every one of you guys. Please don't forget to always be yourself. Um, you are valid. Don't forget to be good to yourself and to others, and don't kill your roommate's fish or eat his tacos. And I will see you all in the next video, which will be in a couple of days. Bye. Okay, I know I technically just signed off, but I have to quickly add this at the end. So I was looking through my Facebook memories and I found this screenshot of a review. So this is for these teeny tiny, like, plastic babies that are like, I don't know, a few centimeters tall. And the review is rated 5 stars, and the title is just yes. I bought these so I could hide them everywhere for my fiance to find. At first, he thought it was just a charming new bit of mine. He thought I only had one or two of these tiny plastic babies. He thought wrong, hearing his deep exhausted sigh followed by "Oh my god," because he has found baby 175 has brought me more joy than I could ever describe. The fear in his eyes when he opens anything, because he is expecting a small plastic baby, has produced more serotonin than you can imagine. He is a broken man. I have destroyed his hope of living a life free of tiny plastic babies. We will be finding these for the next 70 years. I will purchase these again.